Yeah.
Doing like weird, singing songs about
mic is right there.
farts or whatever on Instagram.
Yeah, her Instagram stories are pretty funny.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like every video is the same exact dance, just in a different bikini. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's like it's a weird dance. I don't know.
That's like a TikTok thing.
Yeah, I feel like I just admitted to looking at our Instagram page too much, but whatever.
You did.
Whatever.
For sure did.
Yeah, it's fine. You know,
I've got it pulled up.
child
right
of
now,
the
actually.
'90s. Yeah.
Every one of them is a different bikini. Every one of them. I've seen every one.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone is same dance, different bikini. It's fine.
It is wild that in SpongeBob they live in Bikini Bottom.
Is it wild?
That's where they did nuclear testing.
Really?
What?
Oh, is that?
Like there's a real place called Bikini Bottom.
And that's why they're all mutated and alive.
Yeah.
Dude, we we haven't even gotten to the
like a
conspiracy
post-it
portion, and like you blew
There's-
it wide open.
Have you seen like Mondo Cane?
No.
That like old exploitation movie. It's like 60s.
No.
It ends with like it's like a documentary where they like film people like eating brains or whatever.
Holy shit.
Like I think most of it's fake.
Like where they got Faces of Death from or something?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
a pre Faces of Death, but they like, they talk about Bikini Bottom because like supposedly the fish had grown lungs. or
That's
whatever.
crazy.
They did.
They're growing lungs.
I don't think they did, but because like they would make these fake like Mondo documentaries, is what they called. Mondo's like Spanish for world, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
I think Mondo Cane means dog's world, but it's like they would just make all these Mondo films. Like there's a genre, and most of them were just like fake bullshit. They'd be like this culture in
Borneo.
In Borneo, yeah, they
Wasn't there
fight
a-
to the death. It's part of their religion or whatever.
Wasn't
The
there
child cannibals of Bora Bora.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
The Satanists of Tasmania.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wasn't there like a CNN reporter that got in trouble a couple years ago because he was doing some kind of documentary, he, like ate brain?
Whoa.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
He did it on the doc.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of.
It might have been Sanjay Gupta.
What?
I think it might. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Gupta, but it was some dude who, like, I think he might have taken over for Bourdain or something. But yeah, he ate brain.
Did he know?
Yeah, he knew, and he said it was.
It wasn't like to
of,
get out of something? Or
No, he said it was in the name of journalism. Yeah,
Like he was like, I just want to eat
Oh
brains.
wow,
In the
that's
name
a
of
First Amendment thing. You
Yeah.
got to be able to eat brains if you.
Yeah.
It's freedom of
eat
speech.
brains and fucking
Yeah,
kill a guy, rape a girl. It's
yeah,
like,
it's all freedom of speech.
yeah. I'm trying to get the data. Gonzo journalism.
Yeah, this is journalism at its
I
finest.
joined ISIS. See what they do.
This is where Vice like gets its new like most exciting material in a while.
It might have been a Vice reporter. Actually, someone
Oh,
did
shit.
it. I'm 100% positive. I know that someone ate brain and got in trouble for it, and then it was like it was in the name of journalism.
Canceled
So,
for eating brains.
yeah,
Yeah, he was eating. It was a CNN documentary, of course.
yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
They should probably eat more brains over there.
Yeah, Reza Asian is his
Reza
name.
Asian. So I'm
He
gonna get in
outraged
trouble for thinking it was
Hindus.
Gupta.
Apparently, it's not cool.
What did he do?
He outraged the Hindus.
Oh,
I guess more than other people.
That was like just the Hindus.
just the Hindus are
Was it
mad
a
that he
Hindu
ate
guy
brain.
they were eating?
Yeah, he ate brains on air.
These Hindus are these Hindus are really mad at us. It's like, yeah, the family of the guy. Oh, like you're calling them Asian.
Oh man.
All right, we have music. That was fun. We have music. Let's get that going, and we can get the whole episode kicked off. Oh,
All right.
Jesus.
Uh-oh, dude.
I don't hear myself in this thing.
Little failure to launch there.
Jose doesn't hear himself. That helps sometimes. It occasionally helps.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Yes. Hello.
Now it all works together.
Yes.
Slam.
Okay.
And you can hear clearly?
Yeah.
Sick.
All right, we're golden.
Dude, I can't believe you went through all that without hearing.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder if I'm being picked up. I don't know. I'm just gonna
And then we started, and you were like, "There's no way we're going to this whole place."
I was like, I'd be real mad if you, or I'm sure you'd be upset if you missed all the audio after an episode.
Hell yeah, guys! Thanks for coming on, Evan. How's it going, dude?
Excellent, dude.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
excited.
I'm excited too.
It's late, and I kind of feel a little more amped up than normal.
Yeah,
I've had more black tea today than I think I should.
black tea.
Yeah.
Black tea better than green tea. Yeah, I agree.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck green tea.
Yeah.
We got some good guests today. We got Jose Macall. Is that the correct way to say your last name?
Yes.
Hell
thank
yeah.
you. Hello.
You got the do you run the mutiny
Open mic.
open mic?
Yep.
Okay. And 3 a.m.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Weird idea.
Hell yeah. Then Corey Cooley. You got Chapel Perilous, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Dope.
1/3 of the
So-
tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wobbly tripod.
Wobbly tripod.
The Goodwill tripod.
Yeah. The wobbly tripod that is Chapel Perilous. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I definitely have questions. So yeah, we usually do throughout the show. We'll do like random questions about stuff that you guys do or whatever that I'm interested or Dylan's interested, and then we'll do like little bits and segments and
Tight.
news stories and shit. It'll be a fun episode.
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever explained that before.
Never
We've just
explained-
kind of gone for the ride.
It's
I've
almost
never
like
explained our
explaining a
show to
joke.
anybody that's been on it.
Oh yeah, we shoved the
Never-
cards a little bit too
Dude,
much.
one of the funniest, honestly, one of the funniest podcasts I've probably ever listened to is when you guys had Capolino on.
Yeah, that's the best
And-
episode of all time.
And you hear Lewis in the background just ask him about clown shit. And then he just talks about clowns for like 30 minutes. It
yeah,
was-
that was perfect.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking great episode.
Hell yeah.
I did hear an episode recently where you talked about doing drugs with somebody and maybe terrifying them.
That's happened a lot. Yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
And
yeah.
it was somebody's first time doing mushrooms, maybe.
Oh yeah. No, a kid. Yeah.
It was a child.
Well, I was like, you know, like if somebody's tripping around me and they're like freaking out, first of all, it's like you're tripping. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna.
It's just a big lesson.
Yeah, the worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna go. I'm never gonna do
That
again. Whatever. But yeah, I was like, and I'm a dickhead, so I'm like, if somebody's struggling on psychedelics, I'm like, you're supposed to struggle, like, because I'm crazy. But it's like, don't bring people around me.
Right.
You know, like I'm not somebody.
Welcome to the game.
I'm not somebody that should be doing their first psychedelics around me. I'm
like
not
the chaos is winning.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not a shaman. I'm not, like, I shouldn't be.
Somebody's first.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Don't trips it.
No, I don't want to trip it ever.
So, are you guys born here? Are you guys born in the area? Either of you?
No, I was born in Arizona.
Really?
Nice.
I was born in L.A.
Really?
Yeah, and then I lived in Canada when I was 2. I moved up there.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't probably have any memories of L.A.
No. We went back when I was a teenager.
It was probably
there for a
wild, dude. You should have looked around.
Yeah. I should have remembered better.
You should check that out when you were
Yeah.
a baby.
I remember a lot of keys, a lot of mobiles.
That's LA. Dude.
I think you got it. Key parties?
Yeah.
At that age, dude.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
LA, Hollywood. So you went to Canada. How long were you up there?
Till I was like 14-ish or so.
Okay, so you were a Canadian teen.
Yeah, I was a Canadian
Living the dream.
kid.
Then you moved out here?
Yeah, and then I moved back to LA for a while, and then to Colorado. And I've been here like 20 years.
Nice.
So
Was it like Degrassi
yeah,
in Canada? Was it? I don't know what that show was about. I couldn't. I've never seen it.
it was way more like Trailer Park Boys. It was a lot more.
All right, that
Oh,
adds
I
up.
lived. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
way
yeah.
more like that.
Yeah.
I've heard Letterkenny's pretty killer.
Really?
It's a Canadian one. I think.
Pretty on point.
Trailer Park Boys is pretty classic, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Letterkenny is a lot of fast talking, so it's hard for me to pay attention. I get lost very quickly.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah,
I've heard high things.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. Jose? What's the significance of 3 a.m.? Is it
Like traditionally,
well? Why did you pick it for your podcast? Like, because Do you call it a podcast?
I guess.
Because you don't release it, right?
No, it's a broadcast.
Okay,
I guess.
so
it's like radio.
Okay.
Well, 3
That's the
a.m.
thing is, I tried to look it up.
Yeah.
You can't find anything unless
There's
he's
no
doing it
archives.
live.
Right.
Yeah.
It's almost like more beautiful that way.
Yeah.
It's like chalk art.
That's kind of the point, more or less. Just to be live in the moment. I interviewed people at 3 a.m. Because like, there's no one to impress at that hour, really.
Okay.
It's kind of like catch people how they are.
Yeah.
And then 3 a.m. is the witching hour, historically, which is like associated with evil. Because it's a really dumb thing. It's like Jesus was crucified at 3, so the opposite of that, because the devil is supposed to be evil. But I feel like if they're crucifying at 3, that's the evil
That should
time,
be the evil hour.
right?
Yeah, in the afternoon. Yeah,
Like when nothing happened is evil. What?
yeah, nothing happened in the middle of the night that was as bad as what happened. What you did in the middle of the city.
It's a really weird idea, but
It's like the same thing when they call it Good Friday. Like, when he died, like that's the good day. Like, why not Good Sunday? Like when he came back, but no Good Friday when he died.
It's like that part in the story is really good.
Yeah, it's the best part.
It's my favorite part.
thank God it's this day.
I've always thought the ash was interesting.
Yeah,
Ash?
Foreheads.
Ash Wednesday.
Oh yeah,
That's an interesting one.
that's Catholics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're not Christian.
So I can take all the swings I want.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
Christian. They're like a type of Christian.
They're a type of Christian. Yeah,
A sect.
yeah. They're
the most annoying one.
yeah.
They're notorious for,
Pedophilia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say tithing,
Okay.
taking money from people. But
Yeah.
taking.
Well, I mean, I don't
innocence
even.
as
I
well.
mean, I'm sure the Catholic Church takes money from people, but all their money has to be in haunted mummies and shit. You know what I mean? That's really where their investments are. It's all under the Vatican. They have.
I have heard
just untold ancient wealth with. I'm
they
sure
have
magical stuff.
53 miles worth of bookshelf space.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's insane. Now the books were bigger then.
from the Library
I have
of
thought about it a
Alexandria. and shit like that.
They probably did just move the whole Library of Alexandria to the Vatican.
Yeah.
They probably didn't
53
burn it
miles. It's all Tom Clancy. The entire, everything he ever did.
And then the new Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And they're holding it.
all. Yeah, they have the 6.
So you do 3 a.m. How often?
When I feel like it,
Nice. Hell yeah.
every so often. I don't know. Yeah, it's very when I decide.
I fell in love with radio. So it reminds me of radio in the sense that you have to tune in on this time or else you're going to miss it.
Right. Yeah, and I do it on this weird little network where it's like the back alley of the internet. Everything I compete with is world religion radio. It's real weird. It's like some guy in Bali who
compete with.
meditates and tells you joy, and then some
That's
just weird shit like that is who I compete with.
pretty cool. That's a good bunch.
Yeah.
Are any cult leaders on there?
Yeah, it's like South Africa's Joyful Ministries and stuff. And it's just weird. It's all these other stations like that I'm like, this is tight.
So you do 3 a.m. and then you do the mutiny mic.
Yeah.
That's a legendary mic.
Yeah,
I'm
is
learning.
it? I
That it's
guess.
it's been there for a while at least.
Yeah, the Mutiny, the shop, is world famous and stuff. It's weird. People come to check it out. And they're like, "Oh, this is punk rock shop and shit." These weird German people
Really?
show up and shit. Yeah, it's weird. And then Reddit had a thing where the
damn.
right wingers hated it, so they would stop by and try to antagonize people that work there
Really?
and shit. Yeah,
What?
yeah. It had this whole thing with the alt right for a while. Yeah, Mutiny's got some weird history.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
You'd be this coffee shop. Is
Yeah,
there-
exactly. Yeah,
They've got a pirate flag up.
The socialist coffee shop.
yeah. People get mad about it.
Free range cream, motherfuckers. Let's get them.
No, not on my block, dude.
I have been saying when me and Dylan are hanging out at a mic, we have a podcast here from Denver, but it looks like we record live from Charlottesville. That's my one right wing joke.
And it's great because I do look like I probably would migrate to Charlottesville.
I like someone that could
You
be
got to go
tricked.
replace somebody.
Yeah, yeah. I'm in reserves right now.
The Jewish reserves.
Yeah,
You're infiltrating.
yeah.
That's so funny.
I'm infiltrating mutiny. So.
Yeah.
So you let other people do host. That's kind of cool. How do you choose a different person to be host? I'm curious.
Randomly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mostly it's like
People that show up.
Yeah, people who show up and like newbies who I'm like, all right, this guy told me he wants to try to host more. Let's
Hell yeah.
give him a shot.
Devesh. I
Yeah.
saw he had Devesh host
Yeah,
this
he
week.
was telling me he wanted to host. I was like, fine, fucking, I'll hit you up next time. Like,
He wants to host, but he won't do any podcasts. So it's great for him.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He's like, who's gonna pop that cherry? You know,
Oh, it's gonna be us. He already promised me.
Rogan. He's gonna do Rogan. Watch.
Devesh,
Yeah.
Devesh's big break will be Rogan. For sure.
It'll be like anti-Tylenol or some shit.
Yeah.
I definitely have had fun at Mutiny a number of times at that mic.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, because I do feel like it's a very supportive mic.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's
I-
a very like odd environment. There's no drinking.
Well, I do enjoy having coffee. It's
Yeah.
only like 6 p.m. at that point, 7 p.m., you know? We're just getting the night started.
Yeah, and it's also you're like almost barking at people who are in the books more so than you're talking to an audience. It's like a weird dynamic.
Yeah, people will stumble in and just sit for like a few people. Be like, oh, well, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, and then I'm like,
I'm not upset
Fuck, I
until
told-
somebody upsets them.
two of the worst people, they're up next. Fuck, you know, I'm always like that. This guy's gonna tell a lot of rape jokes. He's gonna walk this crowd. Shit.
I have seen you let people just go, and like I have seen you handle it really well. Where they were like, "Are you not going to flash me?" And you're like, "I don't know." We kind of like do it a thing where you should be able to feel out when it's time to get off. And he was like, "Okay, I'm going to keep going."
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you were like, "Well, you should have felt out a little more appropriately when that time was." Maybe
also-
not. But like you were so soft about it.
Yeah.
You were like, this guy clearly just abused what this leniency we give here at Mutiny.
Yeah, well, the thing is, too, it's like, I don't know, be courteous is just kind of like a comedy thing in general. It's like, all right, your peers are here.
Mind the time.
Yeah, so if you are an asshole, that's going to come back on you more in the community than in me.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, this guy runs the light. Don't book him. That's all people are going to fucking start.
For sure.
I have seen a few people recently who like the person will be literally standing in front of them waving the light in their face and they'll be like, oh, does that mean my time's up or something? Like
Some people don't know. Yeah, that's just like new people. I've had that. I had some girl who thought I was taking pictures of her. And I was like, no, this means you're almost. I'm not filming you.
This isn't a hot moment. This
Yeah.
is the end.
That's the problem with that. You gotta have a separate light
Yeah.
than the phone. Or we did an open mic in Sioux Falls, and they fucking. I probably shouldn't have said where it was.
Yeah, there's not that many there. I've been.
A different
Yeah, no, that's
one.
what I just realized. I was
Yeah.
like, I can't just be like, people are like, you mean the one. Oh, that's but
I can always edit something.
they would
There
they would
It was
cut
in Blank City.
they'd cut your shit they'd cut the mic at 5 minutes, which I've never had. I've been doing like almost exclusively comedy in Denver, so I've never had that happen. I
they'll
was
just
like,
turn it off.
I thought my mic fucked up. I was like trying to fix the mic, and I'm like, God damn, I was on my last joke, dude. I gotta fix this fucking mic, and they're like, No, dude, you need to leave. I'm like, Fuck.
Holy shit.
That sucks. They didn't even tell you.
No,
Comedy work style.
Yeah.
Just cut the mic.
There's a couple
maybe
places.
that's what it is.
I have two mics on stage always because I'll just show up, walk up, and be like, "Hey, you're kind of done now." Like if it's excessive.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
it.
heard, it's also fun for any comic to be able to play with both. Like, was this one funnier?
Yeah.
Is this one funnier? Let me try this one.
The old
Everybody's avoided this one. Why don't I go over here and see what happens? And like,
One of the funnest mics I did was in Detroit, and it was the God mic. So it's like they just bring you up, but then every time you're fucking up, they're like dunking on you from back in
No
the back of the
shit.
room. They're like, "Oh, that racist thing really? He reached for it, huh?" And stuff. And it's just like up there, like getting shamed. Like it's tight.
yeah, it's like the old dudes
Yeah.
from the Muppets,
Yeah,
just punching it up.
yeah. It rules. I was like, that's like super fun.
No.
The God mic.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah.
So did they have like a host at all, or did they?
Yeah, it's two. It's two guys
But
hosting.
you don't see them. Ever?
Yeah, one like starts it off, and then the God mic, and then they just like bring people up from that.
Like the God mic brings people up.
Yeah,
Oh fuck, tight.
It
That's,
Yeah, I was trying to think of the guy's name because it sounds made up. I was like, it's like Prankus with Johnny Flankus or something. We're like, that's a fake name for sure. Like it's something like
fuck?
that. Yeah,
Prankus with Johnny Flankus.
something like that. I can't remember the name, but we were like, that's a fake name. Like that's no way.
We have way less fake names in comedy now.
Yeah.
Less earthquakes.
Less earthquakes, less Bruces.
Yeah, Bruce. Who else?
Less
Well, there's a beaver walking around.
Yeah,
And
that's
a
his
spaghetti
name.
Jake.
That's his name though.
Beaver.
No, it
Beaver is
not.
his last name, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
porn
Spaghetti
star thing.
Jake.
Spaghetti Jake. Yeah. Lasagna Larry.
All the pasta boys.
Yeah.
There's a pasta gang hanging
Oh,
out.
Frankie Fettuccine.
It's so Italian.
Yeah.
Dude, how crazy is it that like Italians forever were like, you know, like the ones Galileo and Da Vinci, and now when we think of an
Yeah, it's
Italian,
Olive
it's like,
Garden.
oh, that fucking
Olive
loud guy, that rude, offensive person that
Yeah.
pays too much attention to their hair.
What? Like you've never seen like an old Italian man? Like that's what Galileo was,
Right.
right? He was like an old Italian guy.
Once they ripen, they get really.
They get real smart.
Yeah.
Once it's time to pick, they really know how to draw.
And then they go in the tomato garden, fall over.
Yeah. Before that, they're just all Jersey Shore, whatever their names
Yeah,
are.
they're Guidos.
Yeah,
Swedes.
Guidos. Yeah.
So until they mature into
Okay, so
Jesus.
Corey, you are Chapel Perilous.
yeah.
I'm curious because you've had a ton of guests all around.
Yeah.
What's been the worst? What's been the best?
It's been the worst. I don't know.
You
The
told
worst
us
was
one
just we
earlier
got,
that was pretty wild.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was, yeah. We had a guy that got.
Just got loose with some.
We
words.
haven't released it. I'm not sure if we're going to, but probably. It was a guy that he ran a piercing shop in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and he got like kicked out because like people claim that he was saying that he was like spreading white nationalist information or whatever.
Propaganda.
Which we were hanging out with him for a while before I was like,
pamphlets.
oh yeah, no, that's probably true. Like, I know you're denying this, but like,
Checks out, actually.
and I didn't come into this thinking I would be on their side, but I am.
You did say those people a lot.
yeah. Well, like I mean, I know like their arguments or whatever. I know like the whole. I understand. Which is weird because I don't know how Reddit works. I've never been on 4chan. I don't know how, like, but it just spilled over into all the other. So I
Everything.
know like all the
Talking points of the alt-right.
all red talking points.
That was some real distancing there. I don't know Reddit. Never heard of it. I don't know what.
Well,
what
because
is
that's
it?
where it came from, right? Like that was where like it all. I assume.
4chan.
Like
I don't
4chan
even.
memes.
4chan was part of Reddit, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's one
See,
of
none
those
of us
subreddits.
know. We're all in our 30s. We
I
can't.
shouldn't act like I know either.
It's probably all on TikTok.
I have
let's
a
be honest.
Reddit, but I look at it to look at people fighting at Burger Kings and
Right.
shit. Like
Right.
that's the what
Normal,
I
yeah.
I think 4chan might have been like its own forum
Yeah.
type
Beast.
thing.
I don't know.
And-
That's
and-
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that the documentary that came out about the storm Into the Storm
Yeah.
pointed at the guy that started 4chan as the
Yeah.
leader of
Yeah.
Q.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows?
All those incels and shit.
Incels.
They should be incels. Am I right?
The incel terror problem really went away. Somehow I don't know how because I doubt that those weird. I doubt that those guys are.
Calm down.
Yeah, I doubt that there's been like a bunch of like pussy like
A plethora of puss.
an increase in pussy like in the economy.
Maybe there has.
Maybe they like
Dude, nerds are
what do
hot.
they call that? Like inflation.
They're not even
Yeah.
nerds, though.
I don't know
Inflation's
how the
big these
economy
days.
works.
Inflation of pussy.
Fellatio.
That's the name of the episode.
That's great.
So that was a mediocre guess. That's your average material.
Oh
right?
no, that was fine.
I'm just-
He was whatever.
Do you have a best and a worst?
The best.
You don't have to say the worst.
Yeah, the worst was just like those were all my fault because I didn't
Yeah.
know how to like do a podcast. I was just
Sure.
I get like too hammered or something, you know.
Yeah, that's fun.
We're looking at that tonight. I started early.
Yeah. Oh, I've ruined my own podcast several times.
Yeah, same.
You
Same.
just get wrapped around a spoke, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm the number one cause of bad episodes.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you're the worst
That's
guest.
fun.
Yeah.
I did think it would be funny if it was one of the perilous guys
Yeah.
to be the worst guest.
Yeah.
It's hilarious that you named yourself.
Yeah. I think that's the best. I don't know. We've actually had like really good. We had a buddy of mine that that was a meth cook for a while. And like went to so he went through. It was like pretty early on. He went through and like told us like about going to prison and all that shit and like how that and I did another friend of mine was like went to he was a comedian that I started with in Fort Collins that after like we left Fort Collins he went to and lived in Italy weirdly enough and was just like he was getting prescribed like insane amounts of like psych meds like Adderall and Xanax and shit from the States and he was just like in the midst of delusion he thought he was like dating Jennifer Lawrence but it was just a hobo like shit like that.
On a gondola with some guy. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like he's like fucking. He's got like pineal cancer, so he's like,
oh wow,
yeah,
he's got third eye cancer.
Yeah, he's like a weird little. But that guy's been great. Had him on a couple times. We've probably his have been like, because you're just talking to like somebody that's lived, in a way that. He was like racing fucking Italian police in a stolen car because they just don't care. They're like economy's failing. They have like nothing. They don't give a shit. They just, we're Italians. We're hanging out, we're, like drinking wine, eating bread, whatever. Like we're not.
I was thinking that like I think in Europe you could just not work for a while. I think they do get by on a culture where it's like, we'll just like you can have like a family place that you've been going to forever, and then like have like your own kind of food supply that you've been gardening. I think in Europe, like they just
they get time off and shit
all the time with friends.
Yeah, he was saying that he just started squatting at some place, and they like found out that he was squatting there, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't know. If you hang out for 6 more months, you can have it." And he's like, "All right,
that's crazy.
That's tight.
Maybe we should all move to Europe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely like they encourage you to take time off. At least that's what you hear from people.
I think the best thing I've heard about Europe was there was a story of a dude breaking his leg, going into the hospital, and they like completely treated him, gave him money for the ride home, and he was like, "I'm good enough to walk because they gave me enough drugs. I just got paid to be treated for a broken leg. Like I'm walking away with money. It's crazy. Healthcare, it's an issue. Yeah. Maybe we'll address that someday. I don't know.
I had
not this.
I did like
this billboard.
I did like a over the phone call doctor's appointment the other day, and it was literally like 2 minutes, and then the next day I got a bill for like $150.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it was just like, you still taking that medicine? Yep. Is it good? Yep. All right. I guess I'll talk to you next year.
That's so mafia style where it's like, you still feeling okay?
Yeah.
All right. You've been safe. I guess nobody's fucking with you.
That's $150.
You want that same security?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want a nice pancreas like that to shut down on you. That'd be a real shame.
Imagine those copays get a little bigger.
Yeah, imagine if it was an hour.
Italians, dude. Used to be Galileo. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they really went downhill.
Galileo de Guido.
I do think it's wild that you call it Chapel Perilous because that's a difficult thing to say.
It is. No, we truly are burdened by it. We like we named it that because we were like we kind of didn't have another name, and I was like, I like that.
Sure, yeah.
I like that phrase. You know, it's like represents kind of our like or part of our philosophy or whatever. But we literally just have to be like Chapel Perilous. We'll tell you how to spell it later.
Yeah.
Chapel Perilous.
Chapel Perilous, like a perilous chapel.
Yeah, that sounds.
What
like
is
a
your philosophy?
black metal band name.
Oh, the Chapel Perilous is like it's like an esoteric idea. It's like you walk, like when you kind of like walk into a space and like you're in reality where none of your models of reality can make sense of it.
Okay.
And you basically like most people don't make it out of the Chapel Perilous. Like it's usually you like will go in and either stay there forever or like you'll go back out at the front or just wait outside the front of the chapel thinking that you entered it when you really never did.
Okay.
It's like it's like
Mystery maze.
yeah, basically. It's like a mystic place.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like a hippie that just took too many drugs.
That's what it is.
A spunion.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking about that word earlier today, spunion.
I think that once I realized it was Chapel Perilous and what it was, like what it how to spell it, I was like, oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
It's totally cool.
3 has a weird thing like that. 3.
3 a.m.
Yeah, because in
Matchbox
tarot,
20.
it's the number of change, creativity, and growth.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's always like a weird, like I ask people creative questions because I'm like, man, something to kind of get. Do you do that? Do you ask people kind of like weird,
Yeah,
disorienting shit or what?
Yeah. Well, and then like also we're kind of like the idea like the people have their own reality tunnel that was like a lot like the podcast is based on like a lot of like Robert Anton Wilson's ideas.
Okay.
And so like the idea of like a reality tunnel, like you have this tunnel of perception that like the confines of which like the terms of what your like frontal lobe will kind of like let you see or perceive about the world. All that's kind of dictated below consciousness and without your consent. So you're walking around in this reality. You believe that the world is this way, but it's like, well, you believe that because a part of your nervous system told you that. And that was based on an imprinting that you got when you were 4 fucking years old or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's all untrustworthy. So you can really like,
So different people are perceiving the same thing different ways.
Yeah.
Whatever wavelength.
And you think that you're coming to those conclusions out of because you have access to reason or logic. But reason is a whore. Reason will. That's why, like the guy that's out in the street, preaching about lizards or whatever. He has gone through the steps of logic to get to that point. So it's you're saying my reason is accurate or whatever. So yeah, like,
reason
we just
leads to some wild things.
arguing with people and defending things that are insane.
That's tight.
I like how
About that.
I asked you what like whatever it was, what you stand for, and you're like, yeah, you either go in or you don't go in, or sometimes you think you're in and you're not in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude.
And you don't even get to pretend like you're in. You don't know if you're in.
Yeah, you can.
I understand. I get it.
And so I'm always like reading weird or listening to weird esoteric bullshit.
Well, you're Kanye West spiritual advisor. So.
I am.
Yeah.
I am going to will that to exist. I am going to be Kanye West spiritual advisor.
That's ambitious.
Yeah, I think I can do it, dude. Like Oprah had one of those
apostles?
bitches.
Hell yeah, you could do it.
I would love it. That's right.
You're the apostle Kanye loved.
Yeah.
I'm already looking for this. I'm already looking for this chapel.
Yeah. Am I in? Am I not in? Am I standing in the back? I don't know.
But you listen to that bullshit like so much because I'm like I always listen to fucking I'm a big fan of like Ram Dass and shit.
Okay.
But you listen to that shit enough, like Chugging Trump or whatever, and they talk like that so much. So I accept it. Like when somebody tells me something like this sounds like nonsense, I'm like, yeah, of course.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Like listening to too much of that shit and doing too much acid. Yeah. It's really like I don't know when I'm sounding like I'm like nonsense anymore. I just
it doesn't matter
far.
anymore. All right, I guess
You're a big yay guy.
fuck yeah, dude.
This was kind of in the news.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We were just talking about Kanye.
Do you think people are actually calling Pete Davidson to be like, is Kanye telling the truth, dude? Like
That's such a
Have you been tested? Do you think Pete gets tested? He fucks like half of the celebrities,
He has
right?
to get tested.
Yeah, you have to at that point.
I mean,
At that point, you have a guy whose job it is to just maintain your health.
Yeah.
Like you have a pill guy.
Yeah. He's just like scooping blood up to test you.
yeah.
and he kind of looks like he has AIDS.
Oh, that probably is what helped
Yeah.
the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't look like you have AIDS if you don't want people
Right.
talking shit.
Gain
Yeah, it looks
some
like you've
weight.
got a cool disease.
Yeah, like bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
Anorexia is in, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's a hella 90s.
Did you watch like when he was doing all his release stuff for Donda? Did
Yeah.
you watch like when he brought Marilyn Manson out? And
Oh no.
did you see
Yeah.
that?
They're like walking around like a little like church out like in a stadium.
Yeah.
There's a mound of dirt with a church on it, and then people in like robes like what the fuck are you guys doing?
And then Marilyn Manson and the baby come out.
They don't know.
Marilyn Manson and the baby. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, what's happening?
Fucking,
dude?
we can't.
Yeah.
They are not in the chapel.
No, they're as deep in the chapel as you can get.
Yeah, that is Chapel Perilous. Is
Yeah,
where Donda.
it's perilous. It's not chapel comfortable, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
I work on these things like for weeks, right? I
Yeah.
have these episodes all prepped out, all
Tight.
these different bits and all these ideas.
Nice.
Corey, I have Against Me shirt, and
Yeah.
you happen to wear it
Yeah.
tonight. That's kind of cool.
You have
dude.
this one
Well, I have it written down
with the
that I
wraps.
wanted to talk about the fact that you have an Against Me shirt.
Oh, okay. And I happen to be wearing one.
Yeah, you happen to wear it
big
tonight.
fan. Big
Yeah,
fan of the band. Yeah.
dude, I'm a huge fan of Against Me. They were like a
Yeah.
folk punk band out of Florida.
A folk punk band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seems like contradiction, but okay.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like an acoustic dude just
No,
talking
it
about.
intersects when they hop trains.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
There's literally Hobo Johnson, one of the in
no.
the freight trains. He's one of the big ones.
Johnny Hobo in the
Yep.
Freight Trains.
Folk punk, dude. It's a whole thing.
I'll have to
And
check it out.
Yeah, Pat
Against
the Bunny
Me
and
is
shit.
like
What is it?
Pat the Bunny and shit.
Pat the Bunny.
Pat Schneeweiss, who's like an anarchist.
Ramshackle Glory.
Anarchist
days.
musician. These are all his bands. He just like kept.
Yeah.
Uh,
He did a bunch of different bands, and then I think he just left us.
Yeah, he just quit. He moved to fucking Tucson.
Yeah.
He just like living
Quit.
in Tucson because he's like he quit playing music and said that he was no longer an anarchist, and people got like very.
That's where you move when you renounce
when
anarchy.
you renounce anarchism for sure, dude. No,
go
I'm
to
looking at a
Tucson.
place, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, he runs that jail down there.
he works for fucking Joe Arpaio.
Yeah.
He's like, I did a total 180.
He's going to Arizona
That's so
State.
funny.
Yeah, he still has a Trump 2020 sign.
There was like, did you ever hear that guy fucking Sean Atwood who was like he was an ecstasy dealer in the 90s and he got arrested and thrown in fucking Maricopa County where Joe Arpaio is the sheriff. And he said that they were like the first night he was in the jail, he thought he was like tripping. He thought he was like having a flashback because the walls started moving, but it was just cockroaches.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Maricopa County, like that was actually where I was born.
Yeah.
They're like widely known for like massive
Right.
like human rights violations.
Because didn't he have like a outdoor prison?
Yeah,
like
he
in
was
the
fucking-
115 degree
Corey's
weather.
shaking his head like, fuck yeah, dude.
He was fucking dude. He would make him like wear women's underwear and shit. He's
Right.
Joe Arpaio is like a terrorist. He's
Yeah.
like a fucking like he should have been hanged so long ago. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Didn't he like run
Epstein
for? He ran for like.
People
some
elect him
mayor
in,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
They love him. down
Yeah, I
there.
guess for sheriff you have to run, huh? You have to be elected. That's crazy.
Yeah. And they're like, yeah, torture those people.
Well,
And
Arizona.
by the way,
I
it's
mean,
like it's not like Phoenix is safe, dude.
right. Yeah.
It hasn't worked to deter anything.
It just makes things worse. Makes for more violent criminals. And they're like, yeah, get him.
He's just radicalizing everybody.
Yeah.
Arizona's now the new anarchy home ground.
Fuck
it?
no, that's a
I'm just-
right
I
wing
don't know.
police state.
Dude, we were at a show once. I don't need to talk about any like key who it was,
No.
but we were at a show once where we were in the green room and we were with Damon, who's from Arizona. He's talking
okay.
about all the native people from Arizona, and this girl chimes in, definitely talking about Republicans, but opens with, "Man, there's so many red people in Arizona. I hate it."
That
And
rules So I hate it.
And the whole room just was like, oh.
Fuck, that fucking is awesome.
And she knew right the mud that she had stepped in.
Yeah.
But she did not mean to say anything like that. But boy, did we enjoy it all night long. Just fucking making jokes about it.
That's so perfect.
I think the same girl actually hosted an open mic recently, and I brought it up at the open mic.
That's so fucking awesome.
Yeah. It was-
All these red motherfuckers. Oh my god, like John McCann. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Okay.
because she held the pause for a minute when we were all like, "What the fuck?" Like, and she's like, "I mean Republicans." Like, so
I hate all these native Coloradan people that say that they
Yeah.
I just want to erase the T because they're all so naive. It's the most PC joke I've written.
there's like, I feel like there's at least 7 white dudes in Denver that have some kind of native
Bumper sticker joke.
naive bumper sticker joke.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You write it and you're like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of Against Me. When I was a teenager, spray painting basketball courts. Well, like they had the perfect circle, so I can make the anarchy A in the center of it really easily.
Yeah. There you go.
And
Classic.
listening to fucking Against Me, they were tight, and they are super tight. They were the first punk band to like have a transitioned lead singer,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
like it's pretty interesting.
Have you read her autobiography?
Laura Jane Grace? No.
Oh, it's so good. It's
I watched her perform
they're-
as a male and a female, and pretty much the same exact act.
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
sucked is like the lyrics did become very trans.
Yeah.
So she pretty much was like, I gotta start a new band that's like.
Oh, those
about
are my
trans.
favorite albums, dude. Like, fucking, yeah, dude.
Soul
Transgender
Rebel?
Dysphoria Blues is like
Yeah.
probably my favorite album by then.
That's the name of the album.
The album, yeah, it's
Transgender
fucking
Dysphoria
perfect.
Blues.
It's like just like it's like a 38-minute long,
Coming out of like fuck
fucking
you.
10-song. It's just a perfect album. Like
It
Oh,
is.
yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
it's so fucking dope. It's like way harder than it's like way harder. It's like less commercial sounding. You know, it's like
It's high quality.
I think she had to do
When they started,
drums for like half of it. I think that's why, because it was like everything was like falling, like collapsing around the recording of that album. So it just had to be like DIY, like, kind of against their will.
yeah, I'm
Made
a
it
big fan.
sound fucking dope.
To find that Corey was into them too was a nice hit. When you find that person that's into something else that you're into,
Oh,
sure.
definitely, dude.
For sure, dude.
like people are into horror films, I'm not. But when that hits with that other person or whatever,
I don't care about horror films at all.
no.
What?
I don't, dude. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I do. I grew up very conservative, I guess. So my grandma was very Christian. So that was
Was there a lot of shit you weren't allowed to watch?
definitely not horror movies.
Have you seen some of the classics though? Have you?
What? Well, what?
Like The Exorcist. Like, have you watched
No,
that?
I wouldn't even want to watch The Exorcist now.
No, it's tight.
It'd probably
It's a
freak me
good one.
out.
Yeah, it's solid. It's that's one of those ones where it's like, all right, this is what you can. do
The
with a movie.
cinematography of it, the first Halloween.
Yeah. Well, The
Like, I
Exorcist
was watching
is like,
that and I was like, that's a fucking great film.
yeah. I mean, that's like the definition of a movie my grandma wouldn't have wanted me to watch. She was very.
That was #1 on
Yeah,
Grandma's
she is
Central.
the wife of a preacher, you know. So
Dude, my mom made me watch. Like, my mom had a friend that made me watch like Chucky and fucking Nightmare on Elm Street, and it might have been Halloween or whatever. Like all in the same night when I was like in kindergarten or something
Holy
like that.
shit.
It like fucked me up. It was like totally not
it
cool at all.
explains a lot, actually.
But like you get over it. You get over it, dude.
Baby
yeah.
in the bathwater. It got you aware.
yeah.
Yeah. They really threw me in. The deep end. Like,
Yeah, I used to go watch horror movies with my mom every Tuesday when I was young.
fuck yeah,
That's
dude.
cool.
I
Yeah.
did that, yeah. I watched it when I was too young. That one was the
That
one,
one, yeah.
that did it to me. Yeah, that one was one where I was like, I'm afraid of clowns now.
Yeah.
Dude, do you remember the last horror movie that scared you? That, like,
Fuck
got
with
you?
me.
I mean, mine was Insidious 3, and I was so long ago.
That movie's solid.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it got me. But my movie that fucked me up as a kid was Jurassic Park.
That is a horror movie, dude.
And
Those
it-
fucking
as a
raptors,
kid-
bro.
Jurassic Park is a horror movie, dude.
as a
Like,
kid, dude, it hit.
Yeah,
it
I
scared me.
remember.
My,
Go ahead.
well, dude, it's just like it became such a big thing because it was scared me once as a kid, right? And my dad, years later at summer camp, put down on my medical paperwork that I had a fear of dinosaurs.
Whoa. Dinophobia?
100%.
Bro, that's a
3
sweet
years
band name.
later, we start doing this big game that involves.
I fucking love that, dude.
It was my dad diagnosed, and he 3 years later, I'm at the same camp. We do this big dinosaur game,
And then
I'm
they'll let
like,
you play.
where has this been? This is so much fun. They were like, it was because of you that we haven't. We figured you were 18 now, you could handle it. And like, yeah, they were like, no, we thought we've avoided all dinosaur things for so long because of you. And dude, yeah, Jurassic
We're
Park.
hiding brontosaurus pictures and throwing gummy bears in the toilet when you want to buy it.
You put those vitamins in.
We could not watch the Flintstones.
Yeah. Turn that shit off. He's gonna. That's so fucking funny.
All right, Dylan, go. Sorry.
Oh, I remember. No, that's fine. It's way funnier than what I'm about to say. Whenever like the Hercules cartoon movie came out,
Oh, shit.
I remember going to see it, and when he fights the Hydra,
With all the
just
different
like
heads?
yeah, just freaking out, and my mom having to take me out of the theater.
Wait, which
That
movie?
was Hercules.
The animated.
Oh, the animated, the
animated
cartoon.
one. Yeah,
You know,
dude.
when we talked
I know.
about-
I know.
Damn,
I was sheltered, yeah.
Yeah,
That is
that's
sheltered.
yeah,
Yeah.
I never realized that until like much later in life. Like, yeah, I was sheltered. Like,
Yeah.
but
No, I would. My mom.
When Home Alone's like a horror movie.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
I never really got afraid of shit because I was always
You hit
having
a guy with a bowling ball, he's gonna die, dude.
The floor was slippery.
Yeah, dude. That scene should have ended with Joe Pesci like falling backwards, hitting his head, and then just like a
Bleeding
slow
out.
pool of dark blood just like comes up behind him, and then you watch Kevin have to.
go to trial.
That should have been a courtroom movie. That should have
He's alone by himself. You know? Court alone.
been a courtroom drama. That should have been a John Grisham book, not a fucking comedy.
You can't handle the, I don't know, tarantula.
Yeah, I was gonna say I never got scared by movies much because I always had to explain how that's fake. Plus, my mom survived a third world war or a third world country having a civil war, so she'd be like, "That's not how an arm looks when it's cut off." I can tell you. Yeah, it was like that's what I would get when I was watching movies.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
That's not how it's like.
it was like, yeah, it's like that's not how you get cut in half. So what they would do is, it's like, yeah, I was like, oh,
The
okay,
efficiency in this.
yeah.
right.
I don't know who was doing. They should have gotten the Jim Henson's Creature Factory on there.
All right. One of our favorite questions on the docket, we've done this pretty much every time, is what is your favorite thing on the walls? You have a favorite thing in the rooms. Corey, would you like another beer?
Yeah,
There you
please. Oh, sweet.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite thing on the walls? It's kind of
I've been looking at this thing the whole time. That moon's pretty cool.
Yeah.
that tapestry is called Blizzard Night.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Stole
Those are
it.
not.
I've
Yeah.
been staring at it almost this whole time.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's like a black metal album. Cover.
Yeah.
For like
With the perfect aesthetic.
Yeah.
in like Keystone with the mountains.
I can only to the side see that what looks like a old timey couple getting married.
Sick. Hell yeah.
Is that your prom photo?
That's my prom photo. With,
Tight.
Okay, from here it looks like an old timey couple. Getting
no, dude, that is over a decade old. That photo.
From here, just because of the lighting, it does look like it was taken in the Civil War. I want you to know that it looks like you were about to get killed by a fucking Yankee.
Hi, I'm a vampire.
Yeah. It looks like she leaves that picture at midnight.
They start dancing at a
Yeah,
certain time. Yeah, dude, that is the lady that's out in the other room.
Yeah.
In the living room right now.
Tight.
We are a decade old.
Nice.
Our podcast is permanently unengaged,
Okay.
All right.
not married.
Permanently unengaged.
Yeah, and she usually tunes out after like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've tuned out for several.
Podcasts.
Well, yeah, I've been like, because you don't want to be like, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say? I invited you here so I could listen to you.
Right.
I can't handle that responsibility. We used to do 2 episodes in a we'd go do 1 hour and then hang out with whatever comic we were talking to or whatever, and just get fucked up and then do another one.
Nice.
That did not. Sometimes it was awesome. Sometimes you'd use the second one because it was just better.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But sometimes
it's like a photo.
Yeah.
Taking 2 shots got to go better.
Yeah, that's tight. That's a cool idea.
So do you even? That's funny because we did an episode at Justice Palace. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't black out. It's
Okay,
one of
weird.
it's one of my it's like
Talents.
That's funny.
It's
It's a power.
It's like I can
Superpower.
stand up.
Yeah. Because
I don't black out.
I can stand up.
I definitely know what you mean. Cause
Yeah,
it's
no,
I
like
go to
they're-
sleep pretty quick when I
I
do.
can cut up a grapefruit pretty quick. There's a lot of shit I can.
Take the pit
As
out of an
you
avocado.
throw it out of
Yeah.
your hand in
Yeah.
the air, midair.
But yeah, because we were trying to finish. We were doing this like a part 2, and then we had like a whole group of 7 people behind us talking. And then you and O'Shea I think you guys yelled Chapel Perilous at least 25 times.
Yeah. When we're that drunk, we're just in promotion mode.
And
We
then,
can't.
Yeah. And then O'Shea made
What
out
that
like
thing
half
we
the
need?
room. Yeah.
You've got a good brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You did do the ritual showcase or whatever. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, the Forbidden Ritual. Hopefully that keeps going. It's just like a midnight mic, or not mic. It's a midnight showcase.
Tight.
The
but-
darkest.
Yeah, we were like, I don't even know how that worked out. But we were like, we want to have like a dark comedy showcase
Yeah.
that people could do.
It was fun. Dude, I mean, honestly, Alan, one of his jokes got me to almost fall over.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
like it was labeled as like a place to get some wild shit out there.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, well, he's gotten kicked out of like.
Well, sure. No.
He's gotten kicked out of places that you shouldn't be able to get kicked out of.
For a wild set, he was pretty tame.
Yeah.
But it was cool that like you guys had a whole seance and
Yeah.
made it all forbidden.
Yeah, we were trying to. We like did a thing at the beginning where we sacrificed a joke and shit. It was.
Nice.
Yeah, like we never produced, so like a lot of the shit. It was pretty good for like falling apart production wise.
Yeah.
We didn't really know what we were up against.
Yeah. I've heard good things about it from everyone who was there.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I recently got told something I'm doing is offensive. Maybe I should run it by.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a good. I'm not a good sounding board for that kind of shit. But yeah, go ahead.
All right. I don't use because I don't use the R word. So the word I like to use is Poptart.
Okay.
That's
Is
not
that the
bad.
joke?
No.
Oh, okay.
It
I was like,
literally
that premise is not gonna fly very far.
There's not a yeah.
no.
it's
It's in conversation. I'll be like, oh, look at that Poptart. Or I met a Poptart today. He was super sweet.
Okay.
Great guy. But Poptart I think is fun. It's nice.
Okay.
It's not that offensive. I was told it was offensive. What do you think? Is that no?
I don't know if
Sorry.
it's offensive now. I don't know.
Have you told a Pop-Tart?
Have I asked the Poptart?
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually really good.
Maybe you should.
I have heard if you got like a specific joke, run it by somebody.
Dude, I don't know. I think it's a crapshoot either way because I have a joke about that's like about autistic people.
Yeah.
And I've had it's the only joke that I've done ever that had somebody like walk out of a room that I was in, which is surprising. But some
The
lady,
dating one?
yeah,
I remember you talking about that. You did.
It's not-
That's not even offensive. Yeah, that joke's not.
I had a lady yell at me like "fuck you" and like
Just
ran
because use
out
that
of-
word. Yeah.
Well, because like both of her children were autistic, I guess, and it's like okay, well, but that
It's a spectrum. We all are.
sure, but I've had that reaction. I've also had somebody come up and be like, you know, I have a person in my family that has autism, and I really love that joke, and it was like,
Totally.
so it's like I don't know, it depends on your sensibilities. I can't like, you know, for some people that joke makes you feel better. And for some people, it makes you feel like I'm being mean or I'm making fun of autistic people. So you can't, but you can't. I can't control their bullshit. They're gonna, you know,
Yeah.
because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to give that. Like that guy felt like happy and like he was on the inside of that joke or whatever, and then that other woman felt like viscerally attacked.
You
or
were
whatever.
attacking them.
Comedy.
with the
It's also
same
a
thing.
spectrum.
So
Yeah.
it's like again, it's that reality tunnel thing. It's like her reality tunnel was telling her you're being attacked or whatever, and his was telling him a different thing.
She chose not to go inside the chapel.
Well, yeah. Well, that's yeah.
The priest said, "Come inside." They got turned around. They're in the rectory now.
I'm in the rectory.
Did you guys see that? I don't know. This is totally off in the random nowhere. But did you guys see that Andreas was on Bernie Sanders' Twitter?
Yeah.
That's kind of
He
cool.
got interviewed by him, right?
Yeah.
I believe.
Oh, he got interviewed by him?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because he's doing the labor strike stuff. He's like in charge
Oh
of that.
shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It is. It's cool.
It's like the daddy to some people.
Oh yeah.
The daddy. Bernie is the daddy.
How did the strike end? I didn't.
They got 22 an hour, I think.
Oh okay.
They accepted it, something like that. But they did end up accepting whatever
Terms that Kroger was.
Whatever the bare minimum they could give them.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was.
I mean,
What kind of terms would you guys have asked for? You got any specific things?
Free pie every day.
free
Yeah.
pie.
Oh, did they definitely expire? They might as well give them out.
Yeah.
I bet you they are one of those people that.
oh no, I want the fresh pies, dude. I want to be fucking
Pie of
trash.
your choice every day.
Dude, like that would work. Have you worked in restaurants ever, or like done any of that?
Oh, for sure.
Like,
I still work at a coffee shop.
yeah, it's like the whole expectation is like if you work at a restaurant that doesn't give you free food, like a free meal, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like no, like this is like,
And then you find out what the free meal is, and you're like, well, I'm just eating that now for the
Yeah.
next 3 months.
Yeah,
I'm
you
eating
can
that
have,
same coffee cake.
like super
That's all I get to
salad.
have for free.
Yeah.
If cookies that break, I guess a lot of
Dude,
them
I've
are
lived
breaking.
years. I've lived years on nothing but soup and salad because that was what I could eat at the restaurant.
My issue is it's always buttered croissants. So I'll eat like 3 buttered croissants, and it's like so much butter in my stomach.
Yeah.
My first job was Wendy's, and I remember there was this older lady that worked with us, and she always just had like a stash of chicken nuggets in her apron pocket.
Hell yeah.
Hell
All
yeah.
day
She would
long.
go back there and load, like re-up.
Yeah, and you'd see her like dipping it in sauce and shit too. Like,
Hell yeah, rules.
yeah, dude, she was like,
Again. If I saw a lady, if I walked into a Wendy's and a lady pulled a wing out of one pocket and then dipped it in another, and
yeah,
ate it,
it was cool.
I'd be like,
She's
"This is
making
my
burgers.
Wendy's. This is the one I go to."
Just living the pocket life.
What are your other secrets?
Yeah.
Was she a Pop-Tart?
She might have been a Poptart.
Dude, it's fun.
A little bit of a Pop-Tart. I'm just trying it on, see how it works.
Yeah, she was a little talked. She was a little talked.
Yeah. Oh man.
I saw this thing on Reddit, and I thought it would be a funny if you guys had any kind of ways of chiming in on this.
Okay.
So Denver r/Reddit, or Reddit r/Denver, obviously. But like, so pretend the neighborhood of all the different neighborhoods in Denver is at a huge party. Which neighborhood is doing what? What are they doing?
Most of them are doing opioids.
Yeah, they're all doing fentanyl.
Like that's 3 or 4.
The top answer that was on there was DTC is hoping that everyone leaves by 5 p.m.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
That's where I live,
Yeah.
and that's true. I live there because it's quiet. Like,
Yeah, that's literally the entire conversation there.
Golden uses those people too much.
is Golden like
Golden's not in Denver, but surrounding area.
It's a suburb, is it?
Yeah, it's like part of the metro.
And then Inglewood, no, it's cool. I can see the party from here. Yeah, no, I thought it was funny. Just like the different idea of
Aurora
like
is stealing the catalytic converters outside.
Yeah,
putting cars on bricks.
Yeah.
Thornton is having a soppy bathroom sex with Federal Heights right after it got done with North
All
Point.
right.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that sounds right.
The north side, yeah.
Arvada is the white guy with the N-word pass.
Ballpark is doing a keg stand in the backyard while Rhino watches in disgust, angrily gripping their locally brewed IPA. That's good. Yeah. Reddit. r/Denver.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah. Any
I
other,
like Am I the Asshole? That's a good one. Those are crazy
any other
questions.
neighborhoods to
people
roast?
I don't think I know any other. Oh, Lakewood. That's
Where What is Lakewood up to at a party?
Selling fentanyl.
Yeah, with a collared shirt.
Yeah, to everybody. And I don't know. I live in quiet.
I feel like Sloan's Lake is correcting its name.
Correcting its name.
Bella was getting the cops called on it.
Yeah.
Being told to leave.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what I was like trying to think of like the good neighborhoods, and I'm like, I don't go.
Cherry Creek.
Yeah, Cherry Creek. Ooh.
Cherry Creek has its own drug supply.
Yeah, Cherry Creek is the parents that are out for the weekend that left the house.
Cherry Creek and DTC are both like, those are coke neighborhoods. Those are not where I live.
Federal, South Federal.
Yeah.
South Federal is
that's Inglewood.
Smoking a spliff. I don't know.
I'm trying to think like the north side. The north side went to prison and is back from college.
Celebrating
Found
with
religion. And telling people and trying to like tell people to not party so hard now. It's like, it used to be a thug.
Yeah.
Broomfield's an undercover cop.
Yeah.
Also selling fentanyl.
Superior's bummed.
Yeah, wow.
Fire.
Yeah.
Man, Superior's gonna crash on the couch.
Yeah, Superior needs a place to stay. I did a podcast with somebody that their house was currently like.
Oof. There's a comic. I thought Emma Perkins' fucking house burned down or some shit.
Yeah. No, hers was right in the area. Same thing with Kelsey.
Oof.
Kelsey Rosin.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, we ended the podcast, and she literally called her roommate and was like, "So how's the house?" And they were like, "I don't think it's gonna be there."
Damn.
And I guess
Really?
like they got a lot of smoke damage and shit, but majority of things were there, and like everything was all right. But yeah, I mean, she pretty much just left with her cat, and like that was all she had. So she was like, everything else there is just fucked.
Yeah.
At least the cat was okay.
You should lose everything. You should lose everything that you own like a couple times in your life.
Yeah.
I was like a
Good
pallet
fire's
cleanser.
good every now
Builds
and then.
character.
It does
Yeah.
happen to forests.
Dude, my early 20s, I put everything. I was like moving, and I put everything I owned basically into a storage unit. And then like 3 months later, I just stopped paying it, and I'd lost like everything that I owned. It was.
I want to know who has that storage unit.
I don't, dude. There was I had
What
like,
are they getting?
dude. I had like a massive like DVD collection, a bunch of rare movies and shit, like a bunch of music, like dude. It was an entire like life's worth of possessions.
How much do you think they spent for it, like at the auction?
Probably like $300.
Yeah, less than a PS5.
Yeah, probably. So, and there was like a hard, like an oak table that I made in high school.
Oh god,
That was
dude.
like giant.
Yeah.
It was wild, dude.
That's sentimental.
Oh yeah. Oh, my father's ashes were in there.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You said music before that.
Well, you don't want to start off with like a super bummer, dude. It's called the rule of three. That's how you do comedy.
You killed it.
Yeah.
That was tight.
Yeah. My father's ashes. Some dishes I liked.
yeah. Some dishes I liked. Some t-shirts. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have what were you gonna say, Dylan? Did you have anything?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't have any more.
We like to talk about fucking stuff going on and comedy and all that stuff.
In our scene or what?
All in general. I feel like local stuff makes more beef than we need.
Yeah.
We made that mistake once.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
But just the whole Rogan and Neil Young thing's wild.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about it at all?
I know about it, but it's like, I don't. How does
He
someone was saying
recently came
earlier.
out and said that like all of it's more based around I don't agree with the streaming platforms business.
Yeah.
And I don't want to contribute to them.
Yeah.
But it is kind of wild that like it got attached to Joe Rogan somehow. Wild. I don't know why. Did Neil Young really say like
Yeah.
Did he
Joe,
say?
it's either Joe or me? That's such
Yeah.
an ambitious thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say
You know
that.
how many more streams
Somebody was saying that it's because his dad died of COVID or something. What was like a Joe Rogan
Neil
or
Young?
something? Yeah, something like that.
Neil Young's dad had to have died like
A long time ago.
long time ago.
They're like
Neil
something
Young shouldn't be alive anymore. Like, just for how old he is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad he is, but he's.
He looks like he's standing
yeah.
next to a candle and melted a little too much.
Yeah, and he's never been like a good looking dude, but he's like my favorite. He like might be my favorite musician of all time. Neil Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think that Sugar Mountain was like a song that could bring tears to me.
Oh, dude, yeah. Fucking like he did like he had like 3 albums that are like perfect, like redefined guitar work basically.
He did a bunch of stuff with Crosby, Stills and Nash. And my
Mm-hmm.
first concert ever was Crosby, Stills and Nash and Young.
Yeah.
So it was like them all together and like I mean, like, I know who Neil Young is, but it's kind of funny that most people don't give a shit. And everybody knows who Rogan is.
Yeah.
It isn't even, like, questionable.
That's why I was pissed about it. I was like, the worst part of the whole thing, I don't care, like, what they're arguing about or whatever. I'm too stupid to have a dog on either side. But
That's kind of where I'm at. Where I'm
It's
like,
like-
I don't know what I'm talking about. But the only thing that pisses me off is like watching people be like, does anybody even give a shit about Neil Young? I'm like, yeah, he's fucking awesome. He's the godfather of grunge, you piece of shit.
Yeah, he's
you don't
pretty
fucking
fucking
know
good.
Neil Young, you motherfucker. Just getting mad at people for I think I was too young to be into I shouldn't be that into Neil Young.
I think he's now Neil old. Like, look,
Yeah.
he's. I don't think he's Neil Young.
I thought I was supposed to be mad at Spotify because of the whole supporting face recognition warfare or whatever the fuck
Oh, wow.
a
I
month
didn't
ago
even
or
know
something.
about
They
right,
were doing.
yeah.
That was the issue with them, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I should probably cancel my thing," and I forgot. And then this is the thing. Yeah, I'm
I
like,
mean, by the way,
maybe.
dude,
Is
then
there an
it's-
artist that would get you guys to quit?
Like right over there, you guys. Nils Lofgren pulls music from Spotify. Does you guys know who Nils Lofgren is?
No.
Played with Neil. Yeah, he was like in E Street Band, but like nobody should know that. I shouldn't know that, dude.
Yeah.
I know exactly who Nils Lofgren is, and I shouldn't. Like,
Joni Mitchell did too.
Yeah.
So.
yeah,
And now, of course, because he's in the limelight, they're pulling out all this crazy shit about him. I think you sent me something wild that he had said once on Instagram.
who Neil Young?
Neil Young, he blamed AIDS on homosexuals. So
Yeah,
Way back when it first happened, or
probably,
still?
I think it was like 97.
That's the thing is, it could have been any time between now and then.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're just
anytime.
pulling out nonsense, but just because he put himself in the limelight.
And again, this is a guy like a guy on the probably on the spectrum. He is on the spectrum. He's obsessed with model trains.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a Pop-Tart.
He's a bit of a pop musical genius. Like I said, he's my favorite songwriter of all time.
I'm a big fan of Aspie as well.
But yeah, like he's just whatever he's into. You know, he's getting
Obsessive.
they get a little obsessive.
Well, I mean, it gives me vibes of like the Metallica shit.
Yeah,
You know,
there's-
where Metallica stood up against Napster or whatever and was like, you can't stream our music without getting paid or...
I would say these are two way different positions, though. I feel like Neil Young, all right, that's justified that he feels there's causing harm to things. Metallica was like, our music is.
Yeah.
we want money. Give us more money.
Yeah, it was very that.
We're the most one of the most successful bands of all time, but they were like not enough.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that Spotify could reduce the quality of sound files. That's crazy. Down to 5%.
Yeah.
What is so? I wonder what even the
Well, this
difference
has been-
sounds like.
This has been Neil Young's thing for a while. Neil Young's been trying to he developed his own MP3 or music player that plays higher quality than fucking FLAC or whatever. And he's obsessed with audio quality and shit. It's like a whole thing.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He's doing Nikola Tesla work.
Yeah,
Right there.
Yeah, Neil Young's over there ferreted away trying to
another Pop-Tart.
yeah.
The electrical one. Yeah. I wonder
Talking
who's-
about frequencies. And
Yeah. Exactly.
there's things in the air.
How many
you guys don't
hertz?
understand.
No, he's fucking hanging out watching, looking at model trains is what Neil Young is doing, and it's like, I feel bad because I feel like he's just got he probably has just more shit to deal with. Than
His
he wants to.
reality tunnel's limited when people
Well,
ask him
yeah,
questions.
yeah, it's like, dude, I like.
He's at the end of his reality tunnel.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, he's coming up to a.
Did you know that he had beef with Leonard Skinner?
Of
yeah.
course, dude.
And they like dissed each other on their songs and
Because
stuff.
they called him out.
Yeah. Well, he called them out, and then they said something. But is that like? I just wonder if that's like the first
It's up there.
diss
Yeah.
tracks.
Like
Yeah.
rap war.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Southern Man and.
It
what
was a
the
Sweet
first one?
Home
The first one was
Alabama.
Alabama, I think. The first song that he like wrote was he wrote the song Alabama, and then they were like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
Alabama's awesome."
Yeah. We're actually really cool.
And then he wrote, which is so hilarious because like both those songs, Alabama and Southern Man, are just objectively way better songs.
Yeah.
You're like just Leonard Skinner's just not that good of a band.
No, not compared to Neil Young.
Not
for
compared to
sure.
Neil Young, who again, it's like he had he was like touched.
Yeah.
So he's like creating.
Yeah.
He has like access to a creativity that they can't imagine.
Right.
Leonard Skinner. You know how they named their band? It was their gym teacher.
Yeah, that's right.
They hated that they wouldn't cut their hair, so they named their band after it.
Leonard Skinner.
Yeah,
That was it's a great name.
I know,
That's a
right?
crazy name.
It doesn't sound like just like a gym teacher. It sounds like
Definitely sounds like someone that would have taught gym in Florida, though, for sure.
I think Warren Zevon wrote like a reply song like after I think like most of the guys from Leonard Skinner had died, and it was like the whole song was like about. He's like, hey, we're gonna like have a hoedown and fuck our sister or whatever. Dude, it's crazy. Like he's just going off the handle. Like they were just like your vet grandpa's pissing his pants and your dad's fucking his daughter or whatever.
Holy shit.
Fuck Alabama. It's like God
That's
damn.
crazy.
Man.
Who was it
Lauren
that did
Zevon
that?
went
Lauren
hard,
Zevon.
dude.
The very first recorded like word on Irish people was from like a Greek traveler, and dude, it literally like these are my people.
Yeah.
And it is so bad. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
they fuck their moms, they eat their fathers, they're complete savages. These people are animals that don't go to this island because they're
That's
complete
when they're like
barbarians.
still Celtic and like Druids, right?
Oh yeah.
So they probably were fucking their moms and eating their dads.
Well, doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Who knows what's up?
Yeah.
We really did need, unfortunately, the Catholics to come in and really kind of destroy their
Yeah,
culture.
just everything. Yeah.
Or they were fucking with him. They're like, yeah, that's
Get
my
the boys in
mom.
line.
Yeah, they were probably doing a bit. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go fuck my mom,
Yeah,
right?
and he's like, oh my god.
Yeah, everybody starts laughing. They're like, yeah, of course, of course, we're not gonna fuck my mom. Not in on the bit.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's my theory.
The origin of motherfucker. Like, as a phrase.
What are they having for dinner? My father. We're eating.
Yeah,
There's no potatoes. What the fuck do you think we are eating?
yeah. Ooh, it's his fingers. Ooh.
Look at this idiot. Oh, the fucking rolls. Oh, fuck.
So, are you pretty into conspiracy theories?
I'm into them in the sense that, like,
The idea of them?
well, it's gotten to the point now where I think we have to, like, break them all. Like, we have to, because you have to, like, they have to become such a ridiculous thing that you, so the crazier the better, I think. Like, the weirder, the whatever the genre, that, like, Katy Perry was JonBenet Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Most JonBenet Ramsey ones are good.
I watched a good 30 minutes of Katy Perry music videos last night. By choice.
30 minutes of Katy Perry? Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you trying to see if she was JonBenet Ramsey?
No,
Is that the purpose of it?
I wasn't getting to the bottom of
This
that.
was for fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, they were just some bangers.
Yeah.
No, dude. Honestly, there was a bunch of girls over playing them. It was not my choice, but it was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Just like sitting in and realizing, like, do you remember that song? You remember that?
She has some stuff where I'm like, there's like, so, like, what, a Teenage Dream? That's like a pretty cool song that a dude wrote.
It is funny that Adele has all her songs written for her.
A lot of pop people
Yeah.
do.
Most
Yeah.
pop people don't have actually.
Even
yeah.
like the people like Taylor Swift that are like supposed to be like,
T
you know,
Swizzle.
she writes her own stuff. It's like, no, she doesn't. She writes like some of it. She writes probably more than other people, but that's almost nothing, I'm sure.
I know I ruined a relationship when I received a video of Taylor Swift music video, and she was like, "This is you." And she was using the guy in the video.
How old are you? Like, when do you?
I'm 25.
Okay, I missed that. I missed that period of time where I got broken up by Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's a new generation thing. I don't know.
Yeah. I missed that. That's a cool way to get broken up.
What music videos did they send you?
Who fucking knows, man?
Alanis
Probably.
Morissette.
Yeah.
No. Not that old, dude. That'd be great.
I got sent insane clown posse videos.
Yeah. I'm trying to, dude. Probably like probably would have been like, if it was like high school or whatever, been like Hinder or fucking Papa Roach or like a fucking horrible new metal bullshit.
Linkin Park.
Yeah, dude. Linkin Park, fucking, dude.
Stained.
Yeah,
Stained,
or whatever. That was
been a while.
That was a fun arc to watch.
Oh, he's like a
Buck Cherry.
He's like the lead singer of Stained. He's
Yeah.
like a super MAGA country singer
Oh
now.
yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
very funny.
Yeah.
Is he still whiny?
I know.
Yeah, no, he still just won't shut the fuck. It's crazy.
Nah, he
watching.
just whines about
It's the lead singer, right?
Yeah, no, it's even crazier than that, dude. He's like, and no one brings me my napkins anymore at the Texas Roadhouse. Come on, people, what's happening to this country? It's fucking. Like, he has no fucking idea what's going on at all. He just like wants. He just wants. Yeah, he wants a bigger steak or whatever. Like, it's fucking. I don't know what the
That's
fuck
what it is, dude. That's funny.
You used to be able to throw your peanut shells wherever you wanted to. Now you can't.
Could you imagine a no peanut shell sign?
Yeah.
Like someone actually being upset about these things.
Yeah. That was his fucking mask mandate. Was you can't throw fucking peanut shells around Texas Roadhouse.
They kicked him out of the band, right?
I don't think so.
I think he just stopped doing it.
Yeah. But then there's been like
Oh, that's the.
there's some
cover-up. They kicked
Slipknot
him out.
concert or something, I think, where the bands before them, I can't remember who it was, but one of the bands before them got like a "fuck Joe Biden" chant going.
Yeah.
And then Slipknot, Corey Taylor came out and he was like, "Fuck that shit! Like we're just here to rock and roll." And then they start like booing him, like
Really?
and you're like
Trapped
at a
or
Slipknot
somebody or some
concert,
shit?
yeah,
Trapped.
they're big into it. It's crazy, but it makes sense, I guess. What else is Trapped gonna do? You know, besides
Well, they're also like, those guys are like,
That's who I
Trap
was
came out when I
thinking
was in
of,
like
is
8th
Trapped.
grade.
Yeah.
So those guys got to be like 50 or something now, right? I would assume.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh Slipknot for sure.
So it's like, yeah, that's about the
They're
time.
protecting their wealth.
Yeah, that's by the time you transition. You're like, yeah, I'm a red guy now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna when you have a big, expensive,
A family.
Ford 250 King Ranch.
Yeah.
You all of a sudden your politics get a little fucking wonky. That's bound to happen, dude.
There's 9 guys in the band, so there's taxes involved, and
Right. Yeah. You got to split your drumming fees with
Yeah.
4 other drummers, dude. You're gonna be
Which is you're tipping out that
Yeah.
many people.
tipping out all the drummers.
Yeah. Yeah, Slipknot has to understand socialism. There's so many
Yeah.
of them.
They have to be left wingers.
Yeah.
Make that
that's
shit
the only way
work
they
that
make
long.
money.
That's why they have the masks, right? So that it could just be anybody, and they could just keep firing people when they. I would assume maybe that's a bit pessimistic.
They're very anti-union.
That's what
deep down inside.
that's what MF Doom.
I
did.
don't know what.
Yeah. Doom sent those
Yeah.
duplicates. That's
MF Doom would just
tight.
send dudes in his mask to concerts,
fucking so
not
tight.
even go.
Nuh-uh.
Brilliant.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Well, rest in power.
Rest in power. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If he's even dead. That's my conspiracy theory. I don't even,
Okay, there we go.
I don't even think MF Doom is dead. I think he
Yeah,
faked
okay.
it, dude. He's in London.
How did they know How did they know it was him? That could have just been a guy in the mask.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
And
point.
they didn't release it they said he died Halloween. They told us at the end of the year. Like,
Right.
definitely, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They made a
Damn.
press release that
know
like in
For New Year's or
I think
basically.
it was maybe Christmas or New Year's. Yeah, we're like, he died in October.
Yeah.
And none of his friends
Oh, wow.
supposedly knew, which is crazy. But it sounds like something MF Doom would do. All of it, even if he did die, and then they told him 2 months later. That kind of sounds a bit faking his death.
Yeah,
That way, I feel like. Because his son had died a couple months before.
Someone else is in the casket wearing the mask.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they cremated someone else in his mask.
I think a lot of conspiracies are people assign maliciousness where it's just like incompetence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's easy to find it because it's usually bummers. Incompetence leads to bummers.
We shouldn't have this much access to information because it's like
that too. We start connecting dots where they don't belong.
Also, yeah, if you're looking for a conspiracy theory, like you're gonna,
dude,
you'll find a little one and you're convinced yourself.
I watched one video
way
about a
deeper
Fed
even.
being in a situation he shouldn't be, and now everywhere I'm like, those roof people, they're definitely Feds. Look at them.
Yeah.
Look how they're dressed. That's not how a roof guy dresses.
It's like somebody being like, did you know that there's like a ring of like sex trafficking going on in certain dark rooms in Washington D.C. and you're like, yeah, dude, I bet there's also a guy in the back of a Burger King smoking a joint. Like, of course there's the fucking sex trafficking. Of course there fucking is. Like, it'd be weird if there wasn't, man.
Yeah.
Like.
That would be the conspiracy theory. If
The conspiracy is like you being like, yeah, no, there's nothing going on. It's like, dude, there was a fucking cop in like when I first moved to Colorado. There was a cop in Boulder or I think around Boulder that was like doing weird sex trafficking shit with children. So you're like, okay, yeah, a fucking cop in Boulder did that shit, like in between fucking elk imprisonings or whatever the fuck they do up there.
Weighing granola.
Yeah, weighing granola. he's like, with 30 kilograms, that's a felony. You can't have that many oats in your car, dude.
That's too many goji berries.
Book him.
I like Boulder Cop. That's funny.
Yeah, Boulder Cop's a fun one.
Let me see your paper tabs.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we were supposed to talk about, my transition of Rogan versus Neil Young war, and then it was supposed to be Ukraine. But I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Oh.
War to war?
Yeah, we're about to all die.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I don't even know what to say about it, or we don't have to talk about it, but it is funny that
what's the deal with
we're
the
more
end of the
concerned
world?
about Rogan and Neil Young World War III.
Maybe that's a conspiracy theory. They're using Joe Rogan to distract us from World War III about to start.
Somebody did tell me that I don't know if this is true. I haven't followed the Ukraine bullshit, but like that they do this like periodically.
Yeah.
Basically,
every 3 years or something like that.
The last one was like 2008. They just do it before right before an economic collapse.
Right. Before an election.
They were like,
they can't afford to fight us right now.
It's for the farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the calendar. Like we do leap year for the farmers.
Yeah.
We just do it every so often.
Wait, we do that for farmers?
Yeah,
How
that's
do I
the
not
whole
know this?
reason that we have daylight savings and all that shit.
So what does leap year
We
have
have
to
an
do
extra
with
day.
farmers?
Based off of the calendar and how it all fits.
But how
Does something grow off that?
How does that benefit farmers?
Dude, it's the almanac calendar.
If we change the days, it makes the soil better.
Dude, honestly, I've written before, fuck farmers. We don't need to do daylight savings, leap years nonsense.
I know
but
daylight
they are
savings
connected.
is poppycock.
Yeah, daylight savings that's some Ben Franklin.
We're scared.
bullshit.
We're dark. Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah, in Arizona, it's
total
the same
not-
all the time.
Well, do you work? Like I worked overnights for like years, and so my brain is like garbage. It doesn't respond to anything properly anymore. Like which is kind of cool. It actually like is fun for comedy because I'm like, oh, I don't have the capacity to like take something seriously because I'm just burnt out.
Yeah.
I've burnt out something fundamental to the like.
Working graveyard shifts for sure does that. I did that at Walmart for a couple years. And then I would have to go home with my 2-year-old son at the time, and I'd wake up and there'd just be like wet toilet paper all over the house and a giant roll of toilet paper stuffed into the fucking toilet. And,
That's what they did at Walmart?
No, that's what my son did.
I know.
My son did,
Actually, also.
So just their company parties.
Yeah.
I remember asking somebody like when I started doing graveyards, I was like, "You get used to it, right?" Because I'd like been doing it for like a month, and I was like fucking broken. I was like shaky, like I couldn't. And they were like, "No, no, you never get used to it." And that's true. I've never gotten used to it. It's just like
It's very weird.
I've always been up at night. I'm used to it.
no, it's way cool, dude. I'm never late to work. Like I don't have. I'm not like angry. I'm way more chill than I was when I worked at like days.
Yeah,
there's also less management around always.
Right,
so this motherfucker's
huge.
fucking with you.
It's massive.
So you trade like the being able to function with everyone else for not being stressed out.
Right.
Yeah.
So like my stress is very low, but then you get into situations where you're like, this has definitely like made me weird in a way. That,
Yeah.
This is shaping my tunnel.
Yeah.
I try to take vitamin D and shit because dude, in the winter it sucks. It's like, dude, I never see the sun. I never fucking see it.
Yeah, you're like, my neurons for compassion have dried out.
Or you're just you're the opposite. You're like whatever. You're like pathologically empathetic to where you're. It's like you can't manage that way. You're basically like you're like you're emotional, an emotional wreck.
Yeah, you're functioning on fumes.
Yeah, it's wild.
No, nocturnal living.
Yeah.
Yeah, you become a raccoon. Start getting feral.
Yeah.
You see the world in a different apocalyptic way.
I'm a road
when you're
person,
driving
for
on
sure.
the road those times too.
But I do notice like a lot of people get mad at something, and I'm like, so I know, hopefully it's burning out something that was annoying in the first place.
All right, you sent me a video. Do you know what I'm talking about? The Dimensional Man?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You
So
want to
it's
set it up at all? I don't know anything about it really.
So I believe it's a fifth dimensional spirit named Bashor, I think. And he's telepathically speaking through this man named Daryl, I believe. And
Bashar is a physical.
Daryl, yeah. It might be Darnell.
I like you being like an alternate, like a hyperdimensional being, and being like, Daryl. Yeah, that sounds like a smart guy. Sounds like a guy people respect and take seriously.
According to his website, Bashar is a physical extraterrestrial, a friend from the future who has spoken from the past 37 years through channel Daryl Ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daryl's his name.
I like the Daryl.
All right, would you like to see?
Yeah, because I know a lot of the channelers.
You know a lot of the channels.
I do know a lot of the channelers. Yeah, I do know
legit.
this guy. I fucking do know this guy. Yeah, he's very.
Do you want to throw the headphones on real quick?
Whose mugshot is in the corner there?
I think that might be, I don't know. It might be Bashran or whatever the hell its name is. Bashar. No. Yeah. Oh, he's asking him questions.
Yes.
You can use energy from that fifth density, fifth dimensional reality, to upgrade yourself to fourth density physical reality, and even get as far as we have in becoming, in a sense, quasi-physical. You can use it that way, but you're not going to be fifth dimensional unless you're actually non-physical.
His eyes are closed.
His eyes are always closed. He's always wearing like
he's channeling Bashar, so his eyes have to be closed.
So he's in the zone.
Yeah.
What dimension is he in now then?
I think
so. The hyperdimensional creature or entity
Is it like the
is
Avatar
talking
state?
through him.
Yeah.
Like the Avatar state.
That's why he has to have his fingers kind of like reverse tented like that.
Right. He's doing the
The
Jay-Z
big giant
symbol.
head talks to you.
Yeah, he's
Right.
doing. He's doing. Yeah,
I'm
there's.
not a businessman. I'm a businessman. It's my favorite Jay-Z quote.
Understood. So it's representative of much more malleability of space and time as the idea of spirit.
Yes,
And
that's how you can apply the fifth density energy to the fourth density physical reality.
Have you ever applied your fifth density energy to your fourth?
What's hilarious is he's like clearly experiencing some sort of indigestion, which is awesome because he's like got this entity, like he's channeling this entity, but also he just ate too much Olive Garden at lunch. He like had too many breadsticks at lunch, so he's like dealing with that too. So it's like
He has a gluten allergy for sure.
yeah,
dude.
He's like, yeah, I'm a channeler, but the body that I'm that has celiac.
Oh, the energy's in my esophagus. Hold on.
Yeah, this guy rules.
I've got a 5th dimensional ulcer.
It's like as you deepen into these understandings of higher dimensionality, you gain more insight to the reality of the 5 laws.
Yes, of course.
Where maybe in the 3rd density reality, they're not as apparent, but the laws get more and more apparent.
Can we try and find
This
the
just
5
goes
laws?
hand in hand with the physics that we've shared with all of you. You cannot experience what you're not the vibration of. When you raise your vibration, the idea of the recognition of the structure of existence becomes more obvious.
Duh.
He's inside the chapel.
Absolutely.
That's what the chapel looks like.
Yeah, it's mostly that shit. It's just 50 guys doing that just in a circle. Yeah.
Oh man, I kind of want to know what the 5 laws are, because I don't know any of what he's saying means.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
Always with the finger thing. I don't know what the fuck. He's
The Triforce.
yeah. He's,
Triforce. Yeah, he's trying to save Zelda.
Do these concepts work? I think if your second article is questioning the entire thing, that's not a good sign.
No, they're explaining why it
Bashar.
works.
Oh, okay.
Bashar's message emphasizes your self-empowerment and your ability to use your constant free choice to create the life in the world that you prefer.
bro, just the fact that their website has a picture of a woman in a sunset, like spreading her arms like that. That's like
Freedom.
that's so hack.
It looks like it should have the words of a hymn on it while
Yeah,
everyone's
it
singing,
should. Yeah, it should be like "The Lord is my shepherd."
yeah.
next in like cursive next to it.
Right.
All of the music. I don't
That's
know. You're talking about
that's what
that
immediately.
genre earlier.
That's what This is what immediately like makes me think it's bullshit. Is
This picture?
the picture? Yeah,
The stock image?
the stock image that they use. Yeah,
Ecstasy is your birthright.
Yeah.
I've been to parties that have had that slogan.
Hell yeah.
That's Antifa's only reason I go to their parties. Ecstasy is guaranteed at birth.
that's what happened at Chaz. They just ran out of fucking
Ecstasy?
Molly, dude. They
Start shooting each other.
they're like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
That's the one
I
lady
can't
who
keep
answered the
fucking you in
call.
a tent.
Bashar also provides cutting edge information on a wide range of topics: personal transformation, history of the universe.
Oh, man.
That's always good to
Extraterrestrials.
know. It's
Yeah.
good to know history of the universe.
And who to teach us but a creature from the 5th dimension who's reaching into the 4th density or whatever through Daryl.
What was Daryl? Can you find out what Daryl was doing before he started getting? 'Cause I imagine.
He has a wide range of topics.
Sacred geometry. So that's what
Okay.
this is.
Crop circle?
Crop circle. Why would you? That should be in your top 10, bro.
Crop circles are not hot anymore, dude. They're so old, dude.
Clearly, it's just like
Earth changes. That's a real generic catch all. Your Earth is going through some changes.
Earth changes, dude. Why the fuck, dude? Personal transformation. They really do run out of shit. They're like parallel realities. Crop circles, psychic stuff. I don't know. Earth
Fantasy
change.
football.
Yeah.
What about rock seeing?
The WNBA.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Geographical
Tree smelling.
research,
Deathmatch wrestling.
bush hiding.
Yeah.
Life after death. Future technology. Computers. Next question.
It's like smaller computers. Next, moving on. Like way smaller than you think they is.
It's like Steve Carell in that episode of The Office. It just keeps, it's the smallest TV ever.
Yeah. Now back to Earth changes. A 6-part symposium.
Oh, what? Yeah, I have to know what the fuck this guy did. He was a general manager for a fucking Pier 1 Imports, and then he became a psychic.
After being struck by lightning in that Foot Locker.
He's like, guys,
while on ecstasy.
I'm hearing some voices. There's something coming through me.
The fifth dimension.
I have to quit. I have to put in my 2 weeks notice.
I gotta put these K-Swiss shoes away and move on.
Yeah. I'll finish this shift, but after that, I gotta get back to explaining crop circles.
I'm about to go on 4th dimensional unemployment.
This
so
dimension's benefits suck.
I don't know if this is the same channeler, but I knew a lady one time who, like, she was telling me that she listened to this person on YouTube that was channeling a spirit from 3,500 years ago or something, and that free will didn't exist and nothing we did mattered, so there was no consequences for everything. And it's crazy. It's a crazy person.
This has made me think of this, right? This is because I was talking to a group of people or some comics the other day, and I was like, right, so you have a time machine, right? And you're at a casino and you fucking throw a dice, right? You go back in time to double your bet. Do you think that dice roll is going to be exactly the same number, or do you think it's going to be truly random and another complete number? Because that tells you whether or not everything is fated.
Everything is what?
Like whether there's fate or not. Because if that dice roll is always the same, that means it's supposed to be that way.
That makes sense. And if it's not, then every decision affects
is
it's
random.
not free.
Yeah, that's.
We can answer so many questions with like a really rudimentary time machine.
Yeah.
Like dude, if we could go back like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
We're good. Like we're good for like another 100 years. We don't have to develop shit. We could just sit and.
All right, if you go back, where are you going?
How long do I have? Because that's
30 minutes.
I have, so I can go back there 30 minutes.
You've got 2
and then,
SpongeBob episodes worth.
And then I can go back.
And you
as
come
far
right back
back
here.
as you want.
Yeah, you go for 30 minutes, you come right back.
30 minutes. Damn, dude. That's hard. 30 minutes.
I mean, you were just saying you could literally like.
I would literally just go back to whenever I was in high school and be like, put money in like
Bitcoin. Once you hear about
Bitcoin
it,
and Google
before you
and
even hear
Apple.
about it.
Learn what stocks are. Go to
Learn
Apple.
what stocks are, dude. Here's the companies that are gonna blow up. Because I would just be, like when I was in high school, they were like,
You get really into livestock.
well, they were like,
because you're confused.
I remember them being like, here's the jobs that you're gonna want. You're gonna want like a lawyer or like computer programmer, and I didn't know what that was at the time.
Yeah.
Like this is 2007. I was like, I don't know what you mean by computer programmer.
You were still playing Centipede.
I was just smoking weed. Like that was all. So I didn't know.
So you'd go back to that weed smoking 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Invest.
Just be like invest.
Save. Smoke a bowl every now and then.
Yeah.
But put a couple dollars towards.
Yeah,
Doge.
I would have gone back to like whatever some point when I had money and been like, right now, just throw this all into.
Yeah, study this.
Yeah.
Make Kim Kardashian's sex tape a NFT before it's even a thing.
NFT. I only have 30 minutes. I can't explain what an NFT is. I have 30 minutes. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
It's so true. When you still have just an iPod.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, dude. You just got an iPod. Like you just got one that fucking works.
Yeah.
That actually like does the fucking thing.
We're like crypto mining. So computers work for us in the future.
Yeah. Have you seen The Matrix?
Yeah.
I've heard people say that crypto mining is bad for the environment, but I don't understand how is it bad for because the computers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of energy supposedly.
Okay.
Energy.
I don't
There's
really
an
know how
issue
it works. So I
everywhere.
can't.
Yeah.
Leftover Crack has a song called "Life Causes Cancer."
Leftover Crack. Is that another
Yeah.
folk punk band?
Yeah, kind
Kind
of.
They're a great band.
They're actually
I like
crack rock
Leftover
steady.
Crack.
It's definitely like the same like scum punks.
Okay.
Crust punks are gonna be like listening to that
But
shit.
yeah, just
Yeah.
the idea of like existing is gonna have some bad parts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life causes cancer.
Yeah.
I don't know if NFTs are gonna be worth it. I'm more worried about crop circles, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I want to see what that.
And the different spiritual methods to healing.
Yeah.
Well, you are going to be Kanye West's spiritual healer.
Yeah, advisor. I think.
Okay, that's.
I think I'd be good. I think I could help.
You
him
could
out.
take a
Hell
lesson
yeah.
from this guy, maybe, if like a class.
Right.
Would you
Do some
run?
research.
Would you run Sunday service if you got that position?
No, I don't think I'd be that hands on.
You'd be like behind the scenes.
yeah, I'd be more of like I listen. Yeah, I
I'm
only
more of a
have time.
headliner.
I only have time for your most important spiritual quandaries.
Right.
So you're gonna have to like kind of have an idea of what you want to say to me and what
Yeah.
you need me for.
You write an edict once the solstice.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
your chance to come see me.
Yeah, I want to be an old school spiritual advisor.
Come out of a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has
Which
to make a sacrifice.
I will
to talk
get-
to
See you in a robe with a hood on.
Yeah, I will be corrupted.
Not
I will
white.
become a wormwood, like or worm tongue, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I will become increasingly paler, and I'll slither back behind him, and say things into his ear.
Have a pet snake.
Um,
If you
yeah,
have,
yeah.
I see you with a pet snake.
Yeah, sure. Well,
No,
if I'm running that kind of scam, or a falcon.
A vulture.
A
with
hawk
head
or
on your
something.
shoulder.
That's
a vulture
way
be dope. A vulture that'll fuck up your spine, bro.
Yeah. True.
so
I was
breasts.
if there's like how big is like a buzzard? Like that's a different like size animal, was it?
They're still huge. They're still.
They're
like-
still fucking
they're still-
massive. Yeah, you can't fuck around.
But
One our leg on each shoulder, maybe, and then it's balanced like a
That
backpack.
balances. That'll crush your spine, dude. They're so big.
Dude, you're already wilting, so because
Yeah, exactly. Because of the evil that's
Yeah.
running through my body.
Yeah.
I'm covered in a swarm of hummingbirds.
That's what happens in the third dimension.
yeah.
Maybe you could just have a vulture that hangs around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of is just he's not on me. He doesn't have to be on me.
It kind of follows you from afar.
Right. And he'll land when I need somebody to intimidate somebody.
Yeah.
When I need to intimidate Marilyn Manson, I'm like, you're getting too close to my boy. And then like a bird will come and be like,
Yay fest.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Some geese. Trained geese.
some
Oh
geese.
yeah, when you need to
many
scare him away
birds,
from
yeah.
Kanye. That's
Well, I think if I can get that gig, then there's plenty of bird money in the old budget. You know what I mean? I'm sure he'll spare no expense on it.
he'll probably build you
He
like
seems
a,
like a dove kind of guy.
a dove. Yeah.
Very pure.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be bringing in a lot of birds of prey that wouldn't have been there otherwise. And I'm gonna be darkening his kind of aura.
He's like Kanye's Black Pope, basically. Do you know what the Black Pope is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the secret pope.
The secret Pope. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he can have a vulture.
There's a secret pope?
Yeah, the Black Pope, dude. Yeah.
He's not actually black.
Right. His attire is black.
His attire. Is
Oh,
black.
okay.
Yeah.
Pope
It's not like
Ignatius?
Black Jesus.
Yeah.
It's not
Wait.
Michael Jordan, no.
Okay, tight.
Yeah.
23 legend.
Yeah.
Legend.
Okay, you sent me this for a while ago.
Okay.
Do you want to do this now?
I don't
Or-
know.
I don't know.
I
I
sent
didn't.
it to you a while ago, so I don't
It could be. But apparently these serial killers are up for parole.
Oh, hot dog.
That's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like how soon?
Some of them this year.
Yeah.
David Berkowitz.
David Berkowitz, my boy David.
Legend.
Davey B.
Big guy in the scene.
He's
Oh, God.
But they're gonna like.
The son of Sam.
Where do you go?
Murdered half a
You're
dozen
that
of people.
guy. You leave prison.
You go to Tucson.
you go to Tucson. You start a folk.
Arizona.
Start a
yeah.
folk punk band.
Sons of
Have you heard
Anarchy.
Charles Manson's music?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like acoustic music too. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
an album that's out and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a musician before he did all that weird shit.
Yeah. before the CIA got him.
Don Miller.
The song is just like what like look at your game girl and shit. It's literally songs that he would just sing to teenage girls to be like teenage runaways and be like. I love that song. And he's like, you should come stay on this prop ranch with me. You should come squat on this movie set with me.
This other guy killed 3 late. What? Is this 4 ladies?
Who is that one?
Don Miller.
This is Don Miller. He's a good looking
That
lad.
sounds like a football player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he in the Eagles?
Dude.
Don
great
Miller
quarterback.
sacking 3 ladies.
Yeah. Have you seen his stats? When his season between 77 and 78 were legendary.
What? So he wasn't stable in 2016, but they've fixed him since then.
Yeah, I guess he's good.
What kind of advances could they have made between then and?
I don't like
in the science of making guys not want to stab teenagers.
Yeah,
in the fucking face.
What kind of anti-murder technologies out here?
What you guys got?
He doesn't look like he should be released.
Yeah, he
No,
looks like he should stay in prison.
He does not look lucid.
I hate that he's wearing Denver colors. Broncos, you know.
Oh no, this guy's the worst. Luis Garavito.
Or
Dude,
the best. Or the best.
He killed.
Hey.
He like fucked and killed like 300 boys.
Damn.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's the most
His
prolific
high
serial
stats.
killer of all time. How the fuck is he getting out,
I
dude?
thought that was Pedro Alonso Lopez. He killed like 300.
138
they're all
boys.
like. I don't like that they all have. They're all Colombians.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
oldest is 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He would dress up like a priest and like fucking murder boys. He was so fucking crazy, dude.
The Beast.
Yeah,
La
dude.
Vista.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about, they found him out because there was a landslide and all these bodies came out.
I think that's him.
That's the
Dude.
guy? Okay.
That's crazy.
There is another guy, but he was not as popular. But yeah, I think Luis Garavito.
A whopping 250 people have said, don't let him out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was,
Why would they let him out?
there was some sort of like fucking there was like the laws on
Eventually, the serial
minimums
killer
or whatever like
confessed and was-
switched to the weird time.
He was
Oh, okay.
sentenced to 1,853 years in prison.
Then how?
How
Yeah.
is he getting
However,
released?
Colombian law limits imprisonment for 40 years.
In 40 years.
Oh, but he also helped the police find the victims.
So it was
bodies.
reduced to 22
So,
years.
You know, he did some goodwill.
Dude. Damn.
Wow, this guy
People
looks...
are about to die.
Kind of looks like David.
Yeah, a
Bowie.
bunch of little boys are. Yeah, I was gonna say fucking David Byrne, but
David Byrne.
either way, he looks like he was part of the.
One of them kids better get some revenge.
It looks like it's a police thing with Denver. That's
Denyer,
exciting.
that's his name.
No, his name is Denyer.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's fine, dude.
He's Australian.
They're Australian.
He's Australian. Oh, fuck. Like, man.
Oh, damn it.
It's not even real serial killing if you're doing it in Australia.
Yeah, it's like he killed 3 women. A kangaroo killed 5. You know?
yeah.
Just on my way here.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, he killed 4 people. Where? New Queensland? You're like, oh, never mind. Oh, who gives a shit then?
What's a
New
boomerang?
Queensland. Not even Queensland.
Was it funny?
Yeah. It was funny.
And he has good reasoning. It's pretty solid logic.
Yeah, what'd he say?
He just hates them
Yeah, it's women.
in general.
One of these OG incels out here.
Yeah, he looks very incelly if that's him. That's
Dude, he looks like an angry woman at a coffee shop. Like, I said soy milk.
Stab, 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 stab. Edmund Kemper, let's keep him in behind bars.
Lady Kemps, yeah.
He looked young. He wasn't so bad. He looks kind of like Josh Creedon.
Dude,
He looks like
Then
the
older.
jackass.
Yeah.
like Bam Majera's dad or something. Yeah,
Phil.
uncle.
Actually, looks like my pillow guy mixed with that guy.
yeah.
Former FBI agent John Douglas said if Kemper's mother wasn't there, he would have not turned out to be a serial killer. So it's his mom's fault.
Okay.
Well, that's why he hates women.
Oh, well, I think this is a different guy.
Oh, they all hate women.
True.
Listen.
It is a through line I've heard.
Even the guy who kills exclusively little boys hates women.
It's their mom's fault.
Well, that was the thing. He would like date women. I'm back to Luis Garavito. I just watched a thing about him like not that long ago. But he was like, yeah, he would date a woman, and she's like, yeah, he doesn't want to fuck me. And it's like he was just slipping away in the night to kill boys.
This guy, his usual was decapitated people. dismembered them and violated the corpses.
If you're gonna dismember and decapitate, you might as well violate.
Yeah, you've done enough.
It's the trifecta.
Honestly,
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
no,
say
it's
you
not
should tap
Ed
out.
Kemper. Who was the fucking the guy that worked for the security company?
BTK.
Yeah, it was BTK. That was him.
He worked for ADT.
Yeah, so he would like learn how people. He exclusively killed people with home security systems.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He would install them,
You would install,
and then he would like
hack into
tie up. Yeah, he'd tie people up and stuff, and do all the codes and shit.
Original Spy Kid.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah, it was like code name Kids Next Door, but with murders.
I'm number murder. Herbert Mullen. Do you think he's
I don't even know
related
that
to
Mullen.
Nick Mullen, one of
Probably.
Cumtown?
Maybe.
Yeah, I could see Cumtown having a murder on there. In the
Paranoid
70s.
schizophrenic, definitely related to Nick Mullen for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
If it was in the 70s, I mean, this guy.
Likely the result of LSD consumption throughout his teenage years.
Mullen believed his killings prevented earthquakes in California and were therefore justified.
Holy fuck! Imagine being a guy that's true for though. How would you convince
That's your
anyone?
tunnel.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
it sounds like
and like you've done it like several times in your life where you're like, I'm not gonna murder that person. That's and then an earthquake happens, and like 400 people die, and you're like, fuck.
I guess I got to get back
You're,
out there.
you're like that. That
Listen,
can't be. That
that's
can't
exactly
be true. And
what
then the
happened.
second time it happens, you're like,
oh
it
my
says
God.
it says what reinstated his belief is the fact that there were no earthquakes during his crimes, but an earthquake hit soon after his arrest.
Yeah. See.
So we human beings through the history of the world have prevented our continent from
This guy rules.
cataclysms by murder. In other words, a minor natural disaster avoids a major natural disaster.
I mean,
This
isn't
is Cabin in the Woods. This is fucking.
that's legendary. Where it's
Yeah.
like, if we sacrifice somebody,
Yeah.
the nature will treat us well.
There's an Aztec god still listening to this beat somewhere.
he's like, you're the only one, man. You're the only one here, Herbert.
This is
You're the only one
where
that gives a shit anymore.
yeah, this is where Daryl's headed, dude.
Headed to the chapel.
Go down just a little bit. This is Mr. Mullen.
Is that what when he said earth changes? Did he mean earthquake? Yeah. Is that?
You don't know what you gotta do to stop him.
You read the crop circles. You
He
get out
actually
there.
hates it.
You kill a virgin. Otherwise, you die in a fucking horrible earthquake.
Yeah,
Fault
virgin
lines are
blood.
kept together by blood.
Oh fuck.
That's great. No, he continues to blame others for his actions, so
Oof.
he probably won't get out in 2028. He'll probably die.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I
that's
wonder-
for everybody's good.
How many earthquakes are we going to get when he dies, though? Is
Do
my
you think
Yeah.
he actually was against the comic Earthquake and is trying to put that to a rest?
He's yeah.
This
what it
guy
was.
should be out already. This guy's. Too
many earthquakes. Too
Maybe it's because
many
I watched
earthquakes.
way too much Twilight Zone. But that literally just sounds like a Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Like,
We already let the
uh,
guy who stopped global warming kill himself. Like,
Have you ever seen The Boys on Amazon Prime?
no.
It's like crazy like superhero.
I've read the comics of it. I've
Okay.
seen the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm starting. It's tight.
It sounds like a bad guy from The Boys almost.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he has to kill to prevent disaster. That's funny.
I mean, yeah, it is wild that most of the superheroes will beat the shit out of people, and it's like, yeah, but they're doing the bad guys.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah, we're
draw
keeping
them
it-
as the bad guys, and it's
Right.
like, oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
knock them senseless.
That was the whole thing about Batman going out and
Never killing somebody.
well, he would just beating the shit out of a guy that
Security guard.
like security guard or a guy that loads boxes for
Just
the
breaking their
just a
limbs.
henchman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't kill them, but I will break all of their arms and legs.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's all.
He roughs up Amazon employees a little more.
I watched fucking whatever Frank Miller's like no the Batman one that he did.
Year one or something like that.
No,
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Returns.
Returns,
not the
The second one.
the cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like based on the original like Frank Miller shit.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, oh, this is weird. There's something like weird. What am I like about the whole like ethos of the comic book. And then I read that that people criticized Frank Miller, saying that that movie was like promoting fascism essentially. And I was like, that was what I was saying. I was like, that's cool.
That's what bugs me.
Yeah, I was like, there's something off about what's up. It's good, you know.
Oh yeah, it's great, but yeah, nothing like Batman to promote fascism.
Thank you.
But
Yeah.
This conversation took a turn while you were
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, he was like inspiring.
Superman's an alien.
yeah,
Who let him in the borders?
Let him through. Yeah. Did you talk to Customs when you came here? You came here from Krypton? Did you talk
Name one president. Name one. Then again, there are
explain
people
the
that
three
have
branches of government to me.
they've been raised here though, and they don't know any of that.
Oh,
I don't know.
People think Benjamin Franklin was a president, or
those
whatever.
people shouldn't be allowed to vote. in my opinion.
I don't know if I could explain that. I know the judicial, executive, and legislative branch. Whether or not I could truly explain.
You named all
competently.
three. I think that's pretty.
That's pretty much as much as you need to know. I feel
Okay,
like-
then
yeah.
I'm fucking set. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you're good, dude.
You could get an NPR spot.
Checks, balances. I know those things.
Yeah.
usually
Yeah,
happening.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's like, let's do it. Someone's like, no, you can't. And then someone's like, yeah, let's bog it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our system.
Let's shut it down.
Yeah. That's how I think it works.
Let's add surveillance to this healthcare bill,
Yeah.
and then we'll pass it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this thing?
You want
This
go to
video?
school?
It came out recently.
No.
So this is a campaign ad where the guy literally is like, "I smoke weed and I'm running for the Senate."
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah, listen to it. I mean, he has some real ass shit.
Every 37 seconds, someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white
Look at
people.
that blunt, dude.
States waste
That's
$3.7
cancer-sized.
billion enforcing
a fat
marijuana
blunt.
laws every year.
Just
Most
smoking
of the people police are arresting aren't
Big cigar
dealers, but
blunt.
rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
He's got my vote. Gary Chambers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him and that. The rent is too damn high.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
two dudes have my vote.
It takes very little to get my
Dude.
vote.
I love both of their platforms.
The first political affiliation I ever put on Facebook was the rent is too damn high.
Yeah,
That's when
hell
I
yeah.
remember that guy.
Jimmy McMillan.
Yeah, Jimmy McMillan.
Gary Chambers, Jimmy McMillan. I know
I think
politics.
I saw a McMillan shirt today, and I was wondering what the fuck that was. I wouldn't have known that unless you had just, holy shit, dude. And I was like, is that guy running for, like, it looked like a political shirt.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
The rent is too damn high.
That
Hi,
is.
welcome to Denver.
So is that guy's name is Gary Chambers? Yeah. I'll vote for him, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, isn't it tight that he's also just smoking in like a field, willing to show it and be like a part of a federal piece of the government? And he's like, yeah, no, I smoke weed, and I'm willing to like not hide that.
I like the Basil Marceau interview. Have you seen that one?
No,
He's like this dude that they give time to a local spot, and he's a Pop-Tart for sure on there.
sick. They need more time.
Yeah, he like introduces himself as a website and shit. It's so funny. It's so funny.
What's the same? Basil what?
Basil Marceau.
Basil Marcel. All right. Have to check it out.
Yeah, he's like, hi, I'm Basil Marceau. It rules. I think everyone has to have a gun. Is like part of his legislation.
That can't be real. Wait,
No, it's real.
Basil Marcel.
Marceau, Marce. One of those Louisiana last names.
They're going off there. They're going off down there, dude.
Yeah, it's got X's and 7s and stuff. In it.
Oh, you're so true, dude. It is wild.
Is this who Gary Chambers is running
well, all
against?
this
Oh,
week.
dude, this guy is
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the beginning of that interview.
Okay.
Yeah, they give all their candidates time, and they give this dude a minute or whatever.
He's got my vote for sure.
Channel 4 is working for you to help you make a choice in the governor's primary race.
As part of that commitment, we have given all 5 candidates from the 2 major parties time during our news to let you know where they stand in their own words about the topics of their choosing.
That's right, and the order was chosen by random drawing tonight. We hear from Basil Marceau.
I'm BasilMarceau.com, the Republican candidate for governor.
Dude. What?
Okay, all right, we gotta get to this. Yeah. This was chosen by random.
That was not what I thought that was gonna look like. Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
That's exactly what I said. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm BasilMarceau.com, the Republican candidate for governor.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Definition Poptart, dude.
I'd like to recall all permits and registrations for guns. Everyone can carry guns. If you kill someone, no, you get murdered. You go to jail. And
Sick. Okay, you kill someone, no, you get murdered. Go to
And you
jail.
go to
I like to put plant grass or vegetation across
Was
the,
this not pre-recorded? All of this is live? This
Look
poor
at
man.
his
the state with any vacant lot and sell it for gas so we can use it for our expenses. Also, I'm going to remove all gold fringe flags from the state and apply the real flag with 3 stripes. I also want to stop traffic stops. Set it up like the Supreme Court ruled in Knowles versus Iowa. You can't find evidence in a car, you can't look.
What?
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, wait.
traffic
He wanted to
stops.
get rid of traffic stops like old Supreme Court Louisiana?
Some case, I think.
Supreme Court ruled in Knowles versus Iowa. You can't find evidence in a car, you can't look. All gold fringe flags from
You
the
can't
state.
find evidence in the
and
car.
apply the real flag with 3 stripes. I also want to stop traffic stops. Set it up like the Supreme Court ruled in Knowles versus
Does he
Iowa.
not look surprised after he said it? Or he's like, what the fuck just came out of my mouth?
He'll like say something and be like, got through that one. All right, what's the next one? Traffic stop.
You can't find evidence in a car, you can't look. I want you all to vote for Basil Marceau. I want you to say the Pledge of Allegiance to a Republic in the morning when you come out. And we all pray to God and say amen. And everyone have a nice day. And I see you all at the polls. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Dude, that reminds me of most of the TikToks I see. It's like, hi, it's going to be sunny today.
What does he say in his
Be
other
careful.
speech? There's another, whatever.
Dude, there's a guy I follow on TikTok named Barry Hellman.
Yeah.
And he makes probably about 40, 50 TikToks a day would be my guess.
Wow.
And they're all just him going, he'll be like he'll have an idea, he just gives advice. So he'll be like, in the morning, drink coffee. Coffee's good for you in the morning. You don't want to drink too much coffee, but coffee's good in the morning. It's the whole TikTok. It'll cut off like mid-word or whatever he's doing.
Coffee's good for...
Yeah, he's drinking coffee because he just rambles, and then like he'll be like, bullying, guys. Let's talk about bullying. Bullying is not. You shouldn't bully people, and if you're getting bullied, you make them stop bullying. It's fucking great. My entire TikTok feed is bullshit like that.
That's great. That's great if you can use TikTok for that.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, I had to go through like a full.
He's a cop.
I had to go through a full year of just like regular
gave him a
TikTok
badge.
bullshit to get there. It was a long haul.
Yeah.
TikTok used to be,
You had to make the algorithm work for you.
yeah, you got to get all the big titted goth girls out of there.
Right,
You got to get
of course.
I know you want to stop and look, but that'll fuck up your algorithm.
Yeah.
You got to swipe up,
Right.
or else you're never gonna get the train guy, which is what Marceau looks like. He's about to talk to us about trains.
Very
Classic, perfect. Of course he is.
Marceau.com, the Republican candidate for Tennessee governor. I'm standing here today.
Is this Quentin's
at this
dad?
locomotive.
Yeah.
Tennessee. I'm going to take the power of this locomotive and I'm going to run through state finance and the budget.
Oh, dude, a steam engine's not your best mode of transportation.
Through the Senate.
I don't know what's worse, the fact that he got a minute to talk on the news, or that he's clearly a cop? Like he's a police officer.
Is he? All this adds
That
up.
might be like a health inspector badge.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no.
I hope so.
That was a
That's
part of a Halloween
terrifying.
costume.
Yeah.
Try to narrow down
Train mayor.
how.
I'm the sheriff of this train.
I'm the sheriff of this park.
It's like a fake. You've been in one of those like fake setup country towns where they do shoot guns and robbers and shit. That's
Yeah.
what he's the sheriff of one of those.
He's
towns.
just reenacting a sheriff.
Yeah.
The mustache comes with the badge.
Who have crap loads of money, who
Wow.
comes in our state and thinks they can just buy their way to your heart to make you vote for you, have you vote for them. They either have you vote for them or they don't let you vote. Or they make a way that you don't vote. Your signs have to be 25 feet off the ground, away from the curb. Nobody sees them. Or
That's very
media
personal.
Don't put you,
That's-
media don't put you
He
in
had
the
an
newspaper.
issue.
By the way, yeah, this is what
They stop me from yelling at the
The other
mayor.
guy.
this is what happens with Barry Hellman is he's clearly just giving you advice about something that happened to him earlier that day.
Yeah.
Where he's like, dude, like once a week he'll be like, always remember to shower. You got to shower and brush your teeth. Hygiene's very important. Make sure you do that at least once a day. And you're like,
Cracks
he clearly
in the
just got
sidewalk.
out of the shower
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, that'd be good advice. Or he'll be like, if you get in a fight with my neighbors, I mean your neighbors. Like, dude, you're just repeating what happened and
Right.
as a warning instead.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're fighting a guy named David in a pink shirt, just
Yeah.
remember.
yeah.
All right, we could watch this guy all day. Do you guys want to keep going? I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't even mention your name. Like myself. After running several campaigns, I never took one penny from anyone.
Oh,
I'd
wow.
rather lose.
He's an honest candidate.
Yeah. This guy
They
believes
take
in what
money.
he does.
He has one
I believe I have
effect
to
with
owe
his
someone
name,
if I
and it's just
even
going
shake their hand.
back and forth.
They look for something. If I won, they probably want to come over and make me give them dental or something. So
Make them
I'm
give
going
him
to take
dental.
the campaign thing and take just a little bit of money out of our budget every day.
Dude, Marcel, we need dental.
Yeah.
That's not the hill for you to die on, dude. What are you doing? What a legend.
Yeah, that guy's great.
Yeah.
We either need somebody like him or like a Rob Ford smoking crack.
That's what we need, dude. Is Rob Ford to just someone
yeah.
of his ilk come take over.
Yeah, we can't have like you want to. You think that you want to have like an upstanding kind of like Pete Buttigieg will not win elections. He can't.
Oh no.
Do you think he can win a fight? Like physically?
Buttigieg?
Yeah.
He seems like a tiny man, isn't he?
I don't think he's a fighter.
I don't. No,
He's
I
a
don't.
small dude.
He's a small dude, but he did. Did he work for the CIA, or did I just make that up just now?
Yeah, where'd he come from?
I always
don't
got
know his upbringing.
I accuse people of being in the CIA and the FBI all the time, and I'm like, did I hear that, or did I just make that up? I don't remember.
Did I assign that to you because I'm scared of him? Or?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people. It's like Billie Eilish, CIA.
For sure.
100%.
She
Like,
swept the Grammys.
swept him.
You can't do that.
You can't
Without
if you work
some-
for the
Not
CIA.
not without James Clapper fucking help. Wait, was he CIA or was it? I forgot.
They all are, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they all are. They all are, dude. Yeah, they're fucking.
I couldn't tell you a Billie Eilish song.
Yeah. No.
Bad Boyfriend, I think, is one. Bad Guy. Bad
She's
Dude.
banging someone's dad at some point.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that where that came from? Was the
I don't know.
She has wild hair.
Blue,
Yeah, she's
blue
dyed
hair.
her hair.
That's
Well,
cool. Kurt did it first, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He had that
Oh,
whole
was-
grungy shit.
Yeah.
After Neil Young, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't want to tread on any offensive waters.
No. I'm just saying, I don't understand how people don't know it, like about it, because like
John D. Hair Dye, the inventor of
John D. Hair Dye. Yeah.
That's how I found out about Neil Young, though, was through Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Because they did like an album with him.
Yeah. Mirror balling.
Yeah.
Or mirror ball, or whatever. Yeah. I can. There's a bunch of Neil Young nerds out there that are like, this guy is legit.
Yeah.
They just realized that I was like,
Yeah, you're gonna get the Neil Young bump now.
yeah, exactly. They're like, this guy's fucking cool. He's not a fucking phony.
Yeah.
It's all on Spotify, so maybe all his fans are left.
It's all, yeah. Well, I don't.
YouTube now
That's
or
also
something,
the other
right?
thing is I don't use Spotify, so I don't care. I
There you
just,
go.
like I would watch like a random Rogan episodes when it was like a comic that I liked.
It is funny when people take stands against companies. Like, you remember, like, Cuties made people quit Netflix and all that shit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's things that people are like, oh, how could you?
And that movie wasn't even about what people were saying it was, right? It was like the
I didn't
author-
watch, dude. Did you?
I read an interview with the author, and it was like this black lady who wrote it about the fact that what people were mad about is what the point of the movie was.
True.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it was like,
sure.
it's about exploitation. You guys don't fucking get it. And so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
I never replied, but yeah, I was like, the interview with the lady.
I just think there was probably a bunch of people that were like, yeah, my husband keeps watching Cuties. You have to take it off the fucking platform. I can't be in this marriage anymore. Like,
Every canceled subscription was just to save a marriage.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how. I had a joke about that, like when that happened, that like as soon as you believe this Cuties thing, it's disgusting. I called my roommate's ex-girlfriend's parents, and I was like, you better cancel your fucking subscription because I don't want this shit on my TV. You guys, who the fuck is paying for Netflix still?
True.
Yeah. Very true.
Everybody's using somebody else's subscription for pretty much everything.
Yeah, I was just my roommate's ex-girlfriend's parents Netflix, just like we've had it for years.
It's like extended family, like in the way the South is, where it's like, oh, that's my brother's cousin's best friend's uncle.
Yeah.
Just up the price, so everybody's like, yes, no, everybody's.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like nobody. It's weird because Cutie's got controversy, but nobody's like tracking down the guy who made Serbian film. You know what I mean? Like,
Which one's Serbian film?
Snuff.
yeah, basically, it's like this fucking brutal horror movie about like the end of it is, it's like a porn star. A guy has to support his family, and he's like making porn, and
Which
it
we all
gets
have to support our
progressively.
family.
Yeah, it gets progressively worse, and then like the end of it is like it's like fucking baby because it's like this fucking.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah, it's the most brutal, horrible thing. So it's
Very
just like
Breaking Bad at.
yeah, yeah.
Who made
it's
that?
like,
Breaking Bad?
No, who
I
made
know.
Serbian film?
I don't know, some fucking director from Eastern Europe somewhere.
Wow. Yeah. Did you ever go to those websites that showed like beheadings and stuff? And I knew kids that always wanted to go to those websites, and I never really.
Yeah,
understood
I
that.
had like a small phase of it, and I got over it pretty quickly. I was like, "This is hurting my something."
Yes.
You like-
Yeah.
I can't produce the director's name. I can't produce who wrote it. I can't produce the producer. They're like all very European names.
yeah.
So
Fligor Jorgonovich.
pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
Sturdan Spot.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen it. I just read of it, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" All right. Well,
it's pretty much like a punchline as far as like aggressive, horrible movies.
yeah. It's like, what if we made The Aristocrats into a movie?
I saw like I don't know, some article that someone brought back up when Bob Saget had died about how he told the worst joke ever.
Yeah.
And it was The Aristocrats.
Nice.
Yeah. Tried to cancel him before it was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't get Cuties pulled off Netflix, did they? I don't think they've really won with any of that.
No.
I still
Nobody's
fall
ever-
asleep to it every night.
Yeah. That was just a test to see. You're like, is it still on there? You're like, yep, to this day.
Every night, dude. I couldn't sleep without it. I bought it on DVD.
It's like
Just
it's like
in
your
case.
comfort blanket now, Cuties.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I wake up sometimes, I just gotta find it.
Yeah.
Think, oh God, where's my Cuters DVD?
Start it over.
That and my John Bonet documentary.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a film that you would fall asleep to? Mine was definitely Rum Diaries.
Rum
Johnny
Diaries.
Depp.
That seems like a good one.
It was a boring as fuck movie.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
You could
yeah,
just put on
it's
and
like
fall
it's
asleep to.
Okay.
For a while in high school, like I would fall asleep to
People did it with sitcoms a lot.
A Clockwork Orange, which is probably not a great.
What the hell,
Yeah.
dude?
Well, because it was like one of the few movies that I had that like repeated. And I was very into the book. Like I thought, I like the whole NADSAT thing. I thought it was cool, and so yeah, I would just like let that movie play on repeat.
That's
all
crazy.
night. Or I'd just wake up in the middle. Yeah, so it weirdly did get like. Or it calmed me down. Like I would wake up and be like, "Oh, he's raping a woman. Good, good.
Yeah.
I'm safe."
I used to, let's see, maybe a couple times I fell asleep to when Alex Jones snuck into Bohemian Grove. I probably fell asleep to that a few times.
Inside Bohemian Grove or
Yeah.
whatever. That's also not a great one to fall asleep to. Probably.
Yeah. Definitely affected my algorithm for a few years.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I used to fall asleep to Deftones every night. It probably didn't help either. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. There was some. I've fucking would fall asleep to Murder Ballads by Nick Cave. That probably was.
Yeah.
But it's like a soft. It was like the only thing I owned that had like violin.
I definitely have
like,
fallen asleep to Nick Cave.
Yeah.
And the Bad Seeds.
Yeah.
Red Right Hand or whatever.
Yeah. There's some shit that you can fall asleep to.
Yeah.
But probably murder ballads, and I can understand that I was probably like a pretty. I just wore black and would fall asleep to weird
Evil shit.
Weird evil shit at night. I was an edgy motherfucker.
Dude, I fell asleep to Best of an Ozzy Osbourne album once. Woke up with nightmares. I was like, never again, dude.
Never again. Dude.
Bob Marley CD for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And then I turned a teen and it was the Shins.
Yeah, Shins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll work.
A good indie alternative phase. Dude, I saw the Strokes live. They killed it.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool to see a band perform well.
Yeah.
That you hear on record and you're like, no way he sounds like he's talking through that staticky radio.
Yeah.
Time. And he did. Yeah. And I don't know what kind of effects they use, but
I think it's just like an SM57 or whatever. Like it's like it's like a directional instrument mic or some shit like that.
yeah, big shout out to the Strokes. They're huge fans of the podcast.
Oh fuck yeah, dude!
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of them.
Nice. Different strokes, different folks. You know.
Yeah, dude. You listen to some Elliott Smith to go to sleep. That'll,
Did you guys hear Nikki Glazer's song about Bob Saget? You were talking about it.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
Isn't that hot?
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is happening with anybody now.
I do think it's wild. And I think Legion of Skanks did like a thing where they like made fun of it. And
Yeah.
literally when they opened the whole thing making fun of it, they were like, sometimes there's a comedian that'll check other comedians. Patrice O'Neill used to be that for us, and he's not here anymore. So we're just going to let Nikki Glaser know she might be out of her boundaries making a sad song about Bob Saget dying. It's just so weird. She references like one green room experience with them.
That was enough, though. That's how special he was.
Yeah.
You know?
It really hit.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, the weird thing to me is just to have like a song ready a week before or a week after when you're not even known.
Those
for
chords
that.
definitely weren't.
Well, yeah.
Written
No,
that
she
week.
she threw that over a pre-recorded.
Yeah, definitely. But like the lyrics, like I don't know, it's crazy.
Well, no,
It's
still
just-
to be because you got to be like, the minute he died, you're like,
Right.
I should write a song about
Let's
this.
do this.
Like,
Yeah, get it up
within
next
the-
week.
Yeah, within the next day, you have 24 hours. Within 24 hours of his death, she plotted like.
Yeah.
It's a. Do you guys remember when Princess Diana died?
Yeah.
And like everybody I know, that everybody that's like my age thought that the Elton John song "Candle in the Wind" was about Princess Di.
Yeah.
It's not. It's about Marilyn Monroe. But
Yeah.
he just repurposed it. He was like, "I'm not even right. She's the princess of the whole country you're in."
He just
and
leaned
he's
in.
like, he was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna rewrite just a
Yeah.
couple lines, dude.
Right.
I'm not gonna write a whole new song. I got this old. I
He
got
just
this,
Weird Al
I got this
his own
money-
music
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he's like,
He's
I
like-
just switched 3 or 4 words.
One
and it's
candle,
hilarious.
another candle. It's all the same.
all candles, Who gives a shit? Yeah, it's a very bold move, and it was like
It's a very bold move.
It really is. He's like, it is sold like crazy. It was
Yeah.
like it like it started his career again. It was fucking insane.
Yeah.
And he just pulled some shit off the shelf, and he was like, whatever.
It's like when a band, like every night, they're just like, yeah, Denver's the best town ever. But they said that to like the last 5 different towns.
God damn it. Can musicians not milk that shit so
I
easily,
buy it too.
Yeah.
I buy it too. They're like, oh, Denver's one of our favorite towns to see on tour. I'm like, yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
Hell
This is
yeah,
our
it is.
5th stop, and our 5th show is always the best one.
Yeah, I suck. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. We're going to be a good crowd. You guys ready? You guys ready to really be a good crowd on this?
You know what it's like to be a runner when your legs are just moving? 5th shows are the best. Yeah. No, I definitely
You
get
guys
it.
have the second most energy since Seattle.
Maybe I should stop telling audiences what I really think of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys have been the worst city since we started. The most old people I've seen in all of Arkansas.
Yeah, you've been a whole audience of Pop-Tarts. Thank you.
Yeah, it is funny to like get off stage after you do poorly and just be like, I'm like, well, you guys were here. Like that's that's about all I got.
Yeah. You guys didn't try to fight me.
Yeah.
Well, it's done.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get hammer drunk. Bye.
Yeah.
It's been this really bummed me out.
Yeah. The best ones are just like, yeah, I'm gonna go kill myself now. Thank you so much. Sick.
I've heard Quentin bomb before, and I had a
no
friend.
kidding.
What? I had a friend with us, and he was just going really dark, and she was like, we have to check in on him. I'm like, no, that's just what they do.
Yeah, that's what I love about you, Jay.
One of my best sets was following Dylan saying he was going to gas the entire crowd.
Yeah.
He was like, that's why we brought you all here. We're here to gas all of you.
Where was it at? Was it
Bar None?
Bar None.
And that like sometimes like addressing that somebody was just very honest, but the crowd helps.
Yeah.
I thought it was real.
It was real. We should have gassed them.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, you know what? We should check on Quentin once in a while. And everybody I said that to was like, yeah, we do. You don't?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I really don't. I really am.
You're like just discovering vegetables. You're like, God, these things are good.
Yeah. I was like, he seems kind of sad. They're like, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Of course.
His mom's dead.
Yeah, his mom's dead. Just working through it still. Somehow.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
About 20 years.
20 years? Okay.
I get it.
He says it every time he's on stage.
Yeah.
I think I'd remember the number by now. But oh, shit.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I think we've done a full podcast.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys have any shit you want to plug out there?
Chapel Perilous.
Yeah, just Chapel Perilous.
Yep.
Podcast.
3 a.m.
Find it everywhere that you find podcasts.
Yeah.
3 a.m. You can catch it at 3 a.m. only.
Yeah, at 3 a.m. I posted on Instagram when I'm going to do it.
It's like Mixer.
Mixler. Mixler.com/3 a.m.
Hell yeah.
Be there, miss it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to become Kanye West's spiritual advisor. So if anybody knows him,
Yeah, we're gonna get you hooked up.
yeah,
for
get
sure.
me. Just get me in the room with him, dude. He'll see that I'm pure.
He'll see
gotta
the
plant
potential.
seeds.
He'll read the aura.
Yeah, he'll see my aura, and we'll be like, it'll work together.
Especially if you come in with the buzzards, then he'll really I
Yeah,
feel like
I was thinking
feel the
with-
power.
You come in with that other guy.
Oh, Daryl.
Yeah,
Daryl.
you come
I
in
come
with
with
Daryl.
Yeah, I got Daryl with me. He's like,
Have
do you have references? Have you heard of Daryl? I think that'll work.
He's gonna channel all my references.
Yeah.
It's written in a crop circle.
Yeah.
And only Daryl can transcribe it. Hell yeah. All right. Well, here, I'm going to play us out. Recreational Outrage. Dylan, do you have anything to throw out there?
Just listen to High Altitude Sports. That's about it.
Yeah, it's been fun. We talk about sports. I know nothing about sports.
No.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you guys know Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game wasn't filmed?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
There's no
know.
footage of it.
Crazy. All right. Well, listen.
Recreational.
Thanks, guys.
Outrage.